C'est à moi que tu parles? C'est à moi que tu parles? C'est à moi que tu parles, enculé? C'est à moi que tu parles? Hein? Ça, c'est à moi que tu parles, là? Oh, c'est à moi que tu parles. Mec, c'est à moi qui parle, son cul. C'est à moi qui parle, putain. C'est à moi que tu parles comme ça, mec.
Round one, fight! Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Movie Hero Network. This is Tournament Fights, episode number 230, and it is part one of another 128 three-parter, this time for another one of our community members, Michael, the Wolfman Wyndham. He did a legendary top 64 some time ago that if anybody saw the runtime on that one, may have set the new record for longest tournament fight ever in history. That ain't happening tonight because Daddy's home and Daddy's not going to allow that. But we're still going to have fun regardless. But this is part one of his 128. It's going to be a little bit of a smaller panel just to start, as a few people kind of stumble in here a little late. But we're going to get started and we'll see what happens. So, first, let's bring in the man of the hour. Let's bring Michael the Wolfman Wyndham. How's it going, Wolfman?
What's going on? Thank you for inviting me. First off, excellent intro. That I saw that movie not too long ago.
That timed it perfectly.
It was. Yeah, as soon as he does the gunfire,
there you go.
That was excellent. But yeah, I at work today, I was having like a low-key panic attack because having to pick 32 out of 128 of my babies to compete in championship is going to be super ridiculously hard. But I'm here for it, and I'm joining you guys to help me try to make these tough decisions. So.
Yeah, for sure. And one of the guys going to help us join is your buddy, Ross Bristow. How's it going, Ross?
Hey, guys. Yep, I'm excited because Wolf and I, we kind of have the same taste. It's a little more obscure, but yeah. And then I'm going to make sure this episode is longer than the last one. I'll make sure of that.
Oh, you do that, and I'm going to start playing Joe Hendry clips, so don't you dare. I got to wait to put you off. I have the power. I can take you off screen. I can mute your ass. I have the power this time, and I'm not afraid to push buttons. So Daddy knows how to push buttons. He's going to do it. So don't you kids get out of line. You keep it in line. Even you, Wolfman, keep it under 90 seconds or so per movie, all right? You're going to keep it in check. I know you want to brag about how all these are masterpieces. That's fine. But
I do want to point out real quick two things. One, I am watching in the background, so it's like muted because I've seen it so many times. In the background, I have the last year's winner on, which is Wizard of Oz, just as a little fun meta commentary. But also, I have a ton of Blu-rays and DVDs beside me, and each time one of the films pop up, I'm not going to take time showing them off, but I just wanted to hold them up and just talk about them because these movies are important to me, and then owning them on physical media is big. So
for sure. I mean, you can see it partially in the background. I'm a big physical media proponent. I have many of these on physical media as well. If they're within my reach, I'll grab it, but only if they're within the first 3 here. But I've got 9, so it's kind of they're all in alphabetical order. So if they're from, let's say, I don't know, M forward, I can reach them, but anything past that may be a little trickier. But yeah, that's how it's going to work tonight. So let me explain a little bit. Wolf did submit his top 128. We sent it to Malcolm. Malcolm will be here very soon, as will Jordan Anderson. They will both be stumbling here. I'll keep an eye out for them. He was kind enough to split it up, randomize them, jumble them up, and make the 2 brackets. So we will have part 1, obviously, tomorrow night with the first to the 64. Wednesday, we'll be doing the second 64. And then what will happen is we will jot down the Sweet 16 from each part. Sweet 16 from part 1 tonight, Sweet 16 from Wednesday night, and then they will be on next Tuesday's championship episode. And we will break it down with a little half bracket and see which one ultimately wins that. But after the Sweet 16, anything goes. So they just become tournament winners in canon. So we will just see what happens. So that's basically how it works. Wolfman can obviously, spout out about his movies, but still keep it under. I'll give you a little leeway, but keep it under about 90 seconds or so.
And this time around, like last time, I was just like writing hard on a certain movie because I just wanted to see it. Just it was a little underdog that could, and I was like, okay, let's just do this time.
Yeah.
Since we're doing a championship, I'm playing it like real. Like depending on what is actually my favorite, I'm gonna have to let go of some of these, even if I want to.
So we'll try to, as the other panelists, keep our thoughts a little bit shorter, just to compensate that. So before I bring up the bracket, Wolfman, you are the Wolfman. So let's go hunting, shall we?
Oh.
There you go. That's for you. All right. So don't know if the 2010
definitely not in my 128.
No, not in 128. Okay. I'm just checking. I knew it wasn't I know it's not in this bracket. I'm just joking. But let's go ahead and get started here. We have somebody joining us late last second. Ashton, one of our panels, is here. Hello.
Hey, there you
go. Hello. Welcome to the show. I saw you pop in just in time. Welcome.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey guys. Hey Wolf. Excited to be here.
Hello.
Yes. Excited to
Well,
have
you are just in time. We have some other panelists that will be stumbling in a little late, so it's par for the course tonight. But no worries. But since you are here, you are just in time for the one. You haven't missed anything. So we will scroll it over to our first matchup, and we'll start with you since you just got here. So this will start with American Psycho and Pulp Fiction to kick things off. So Ashton, kick us off. Which one do you vote for?
Awesome. That's an easy one, right? Gosh.
Yeah.
Not at all. I'm gonna go probably against the grain here with American Psycho.
Okay.
Love Pulp Fiction, just not my favorite Tarantino, and I really like American Psycho, so I'm gonna go there.
No, vote for whatever you like. So fair enough. Ross, what you got?
I love it. I love both these, but I'm gonna go with American Psycho also, only because like there's a theory going around about it is like why the acting's so wooden. It's told through his eyes, and he's kind of a wooden guy, so he sees the world as kind of like monotone. So yeah, that's what I love about American Psycho.
Okay, all right. Well, Ross will also vote for American Psycho. Wolf, what you got?
So if I ever do that shit bracket I want to do of the worst films, I'll have to watch American Psycho 2 to just pray for it because it's not on this one.
No, you don't.
Here, but I do own American Psycho. Love this film. It's excellent. I just every single time I watch it,
Wolfman 4K. Get the fuck out of here with that Blu-ray.
Well, hey, the Blu-ray was like $5. Okay, so
listen. If it was one of your favorites, you got to go all out. Okay, give me that cheap crap. All right,
I should, but hey, I also own the Blu-ray of Pulp Fiction. Do you own that on 4K?
I have the 4K of Pulp Fiction. I'll pull it for you.
Oh
okay.
crap!
Let's see. Go ahead. No, keep talking.
But no, the American Psycho is one that every time I watch it, I just get something new out of it, and the ending is it just sticks with me still to this day, and I'm constantly thinking about, is it real? Is it not? What happened there? Like the theories are great. Christian Bale, this is maybe my favorite performance he's given. I think he is phenomenal in this movie, and it's also directed by a woman director, so that is really nice to see that happen every now and then. But Pulp Fiction, though, it's my favorite Tarantino movie. People know I'm a Tarantino ride or die. I just adore this film. It's in my top 5 films of all time. We just did a recast of it. I was on that. You guys can check that out. A few of my picks got in there. Really, really good movie that is just absolutely timeless. So much so, I love it so much that I even own the script for it too. So,
well, do you own the 4K Steelbook? No, I don't see no 4K Steelbook hanging around there. No, so shame on you, sir.
I do not, but that is a very pretty looking steelbook, I will admit.
Yes. All
I
right.
wanted the Reservoir Dogs one. I tried to pick that one up.
I have
but then
that
it was-
one too.
But then it like sold out
Yes.
immediately.
With the ear
Yeah.
slipcover. Oh, come on. I
God,
got that
I
one.
loved that.
All
That
right,
was
anyways.
so cool.
So what do you vote for?
Pulp Fiction is my pick.
Pulp Fiction.
So,
Okay. Well, I will also vote for Pulp Fiction and my 4K Steelbook. Look, I do like American Psycho. I don't watch it a lot, but every now and then I go back to it about once a year. I do appreciate it more each time I watch it. It's good. But yeah, I'm not fully in the camp of like being a super fan of it just yet. But yeah, I love Pulp Fiction. So I'll go with that. But that gives us our first one and a first tie. And how the ties work tonight is we just rotate the tie-breaking vote. And so we start with you, Ash. You got the first one. What you got? So you have all the power. You can switch your vote. You can stick with your original, whatever you like.
I am going to go with Pulp Fiction just because I know it's in Wolf's top 5, and this is his ninth.
All right, so she switches to Pulp Fiction. So there you go. All right, so let's move it on down to Spirited Away from Studio Ghibli, and Leon the Professional is our next matchup. Ross.
I'm not the biggest, Miyazaki guy. I gotta see more, but I love Leon the Professional. It's so good. I'm gonna go with Leon the Professional.
Sounds good. All right, well,
give me like 5 seconds. This is harder than I. This is like harder than
I'll distract everybody with Joe Hendry. We believe in Joe Hendry.
Oh, here it is. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so I do not own Spirited Away because those movies are too expensive. Like, oh my God. Like every single time I'm looking for a Studio Ghibli movie, it's like freaking $25 or something like that. I'm like, I'm just like, can y'all not be cheaper? So I don't own that one yet. Looking for it though, for a cheaper price. But I do own Leon the Professional. This just came in. That's why it's not open. But I own this on 4K. So see, that one is 4K. So there you go.
All right. Well, that one I've only seen it once, so I just have the Blu-ray. So
so there, I've topped you there.
All right. It's not one of my. It's not my 128, so I don't have the 4K.
But I adore both these films a lot. Spirited Away, just what it has, the themes that it says, just the animation of it, just absolutely beautiful and stunning, and Miyazaki's best film in my opinion. And then Leon the Professional, though, this is a film that's like, it's an action film, but it's also kind of not an action film. If you think about it, this film only has like 3 scenes of action, like the beginning, the end, and when Gary Oldman's like shooting up everybody. That's like it. There's no more action other than that. It's like, it's literally just a character study piece. And I find that really beautiful, like a father-daughter kind of relationship character study piece here. And Natalie Portman came in here with her first performance and knocked it out of the park. This is one of her best roles she's ever given. She's one of my favorite actresses. And Gary Oldman, one of my favorite actors. This is one of his best performances as well. He's terrifying as the villain in this film. And then, of course, Jay Reno as Leon. Such a quiet, understated performance, but excellent. Yeah, Leon the Professional is probably Leon the Professional I'll be voting for because I love Spirited Away, but Leon the Professional is in my top 50. It's excellent.
Well, I'm voting for Leon the Professional because I'm not a Ghibli guy. It puts me to sleep. Ashton. What you got?
I love Miyazaki and Studio Ghibli. It's like some of my favorite stuff. It's all my daughter's like favorite films. It surprises me. She's 7 and she is obsessed with all these films. They're all her favorite. And Spirited Away is the first one I saw and also my favorite. So I'm gonna go with that. And we'll make a difference anyway. But
no, it's all good. I'll let you vote for what you want. But Leon, we'll move on to this one. And we will move on down to, we've got Black Swan. Speaking of Natalie Portman, back-to-back Portman. And got a little Paths of Glory, the Kubrick film. And this time we're starting with Wolfman.
Yeah, I do not own Paths of Glory on Criterion yet. I'm picking that up for November because... I'm picking it up in November because it is like Veterans Month, with Veterans Day and such. That's why I'm picking up Paths of Glory on Criterion that day. But or that month. But
shame on you. All right.
But I do own Black Swan in this cool cover there. Love this movie. I think that it's And I also love the poster you have picked for Black Swan too. That's like really, really cool. But yeah, I love both these. Paths of Glory I actually watched for the first time this year. I rewatched the Thin Red Line for Memorial Day, and I was like, I've never seen Paths of Glory, and that's like super short for a Stanley Kubrick movie. It's like an hour and 28 minutes. So I was like, sure. Then I'll turn it on and want to check it out. Blew me away. I loved it. While we'll get to it soon. While Barry Lyndon is my favorite Kubrick film, I will say that Paths of Glory has the best ending to a Kubrick film. That ending is powerful. It makes me cry. It's emotional. It's beautiful. And fun fact, the German singer who's singing in the ending became Stanley Kubrick's real wife, and she was married to him until his passing. So that was really beautiful. And yeah, it's just a very anti-war film that is just really hits close to home about just the tragedy of war and what it can do to people. And just, it's really, really phenomenal movie from Stanley Kubrick. And Black Swan is a masterpiece. Darren Aronofsky's masterpiece. It's very psychological. It sticks with you. Natalie Portman's best performance. Absolutely adore it. Take a shot. Well, for every time
you say masterpiece, I'm gonna take a shot. So
yeah,
take a shot.
Oh god, that would be a really bad one to say. But yeah, I'm gonna vote for Black Swan because that to me is just on another level. But I adore Paths of Glory as well.
I like Black Swan a lot. Rewatched it not too long ago for an Aronofsky rating I did on another show. But Paths of Glory is in my after the 128. I think that movie's awesome. I am a Kubrick guy, although your favorite Kubrick movie baffles me because that's my least favorite Kubrick movie. That's the movie I think is Kubrick's least favorite Kubrick movie, and yet you love it the most. But yeah, Paths of Glory is great. If you've never seen it, check it out. It's very, very good. All right. Ashton, who's changed locations on us, and now she's in a spectacular mansion. Please.
Yeah, I was messing with it, and I thought I said don't change it. And then when I turned my cam back on, I'm like, whoa, there I am.
Oh my God.
There we go. What we said, I just saw Leon for the first time with Ross, maybe a couple months ago, right? So I'm going back to that. And I was amazed by young Natalie Portman. Holy cow. I couldn't believe it. You just see her brilliance. Like, she was a really special kid. And I feel like this is like the apex of her, Black Swan is the apex of her adult acting genius. Like, you see where that went, that progression. And I just love it. I love the movie. So I'm going to go with Black Swan.
And then Ashton's daughter actually dressed it up as Black Swan for Halloween. So.
This is true.
Yeah, but I actually think that Black Swan is her second best performance. But I haven't seen Paths of Glory, so I'm gonna go with Black Swan. Jackie's her best performance, I think.
All right, but Black Swan, we'll take it. There you go.
Man, y'all would love Paths of Glory. Definitely recommend y'all.
It's really good. Yeah. We got Singing in the Rain, and then we've got City Lights, Charlie Chaplin. So. All right, so we're going with me first. I have seen both of these, and I've seen Singing in the Rain a couple of times now. It's one of the few musicals I like, and I can actually stomach, and I have on 4K. It looks really good. I have seen a couple of Chaplin movies. I think they're all right. I'm more of a Buster Keaton guy than Chaplin, just personally, if I have to go with like silent era kind of stuff. But it is good. But I think Singing in the Rain's pretty damn great, and I even argued for it on Battleground a couple of times. So I'll go Singing in the Rain. Ash?
Same, Singing in the Rain. I'm not a huge, whenever I've done these, I'm not. Everybody knows I'm not a big musicals person, but this one's like magical to me. I've watched it a bunch of times, and it also kind of got me into like older musicals, which I tend to like a lot better than some of the newer stuff. And I just, Chaplin I can appreciate, but not huge Chaplin fan. So Singing in the Rain.
All right, Ross.
City Lights, I love. It's just good. I love Chaplin actually. Plus this is one of the first rom-coms ever too. So yeah, I'm gonna go with City Lights.
All right, Wolf.
I love Chaplin. I initially had 4 of his films in the 128, and I was like, you know what? That's a little bit too many. I narrowed it down to 2 Chaplin films, but I really love Chaplin a lot. I own City Lights on a Criterion right there.
Nice.
Fantastic movie. This is my favorite Chaplin film. It's his masterpiece in my opinion. And this is I've ranked all of his filmography, and he's so good. And this is such a powerful but beautiful romance story. We don't see romance stories like this that often, and it's really nice. Just an underdog story as well. And the ending is enough to always make a grown man cry. But also, Singing in the Rain, yeah, probably one of the best, if not the best 4K transfer I've seen. This thing looks gorgeous on 4K.
Oh my god!
It is so good. And
Remember what you texted me? Remember you texted me about it?
yeah,
It's the first 4K to ever give you a boner.
yeah, I was just like, just because of the quality, like the image of it, I was like, holy crap, bro. I was like, I've never been turned on by like HD quality. Like, holy crap. I was just like amazed. But yeah, it's one of the best movies about filmmaking. I'm a sucker for movies about filmmaking. You'll see a lot of those on my list as we continue down this path.
And then you watch the botched Pirates of the Caribbean 4K transfer, and it's very or
like the I'll be getting to it soon, but like the T2 Judgment Day 4K transfer.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Something along those lines. Yeah,
Sure is, Carol.
I'm turned on by high definition pistols. Oh yeah, that's right. But for this, I think just because I have it a little higher, I love both of these though to death. I actually just recently rewatched Singing in the Rain with my mom because she's actually never seen it, so it was a first time watch for her. She thought it was magical as well. But I'm gonna go City Lights here because that's my favorite silent film, and it's coming to theaters in September, so I'm totally cannot wait to see it in a theater because that would be
All right.
blast.
Well, it's a tie for this one. So Ross, what you got?
Singing in the Rain.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Singing in the Rain.
Right.
All right, moving down to Barry Lyndon. Speaking of Kubrick, that we were just alluding to, and Fight Club. So we go back down to Ash. What you got?
Oh, I'm gonna go with Fight Club. I'm a big Fight Club fan. I don't need to say too much. Say it.
For sure. All right, Ross.
Fight Club.
Fight Club. All right. Wolf.
Also, I thought that Stanley Kubrick said that that his least favorite was Spartacus or The Killing. I thought, but
No, Spartacus he did on a whim, but like it wasn't his movie. But Barry Lyndon, he was tired of Hollywood, and then he got revived by doing The Shining. So, I feel it reflects in the movie, but that's just my opinion.
No, I personally feel like Barry Lyndon is like magical in the themes of power and what it conveys there, and I also think that it's just the costume design is excellent, the production design is excellent. This film, the way I would describe it is, those like things whenever you leave your TV on for too long, and it's like the slideshow art paintings that keep on going on through your TV. That's pretty much Barry Lyndon, because every single frame of it feels like that kind of art that you're seeing. Just because, like, sometimes I'll literally have it on in the background while I'm doing laundry or chores or something like that, just because of how gorgeous it is and how quiet of a film it is, but just very impactful film as well. So, yeah, it's my favorite Kubrick. Love it, but it's not Fight Club. Fight Club is my second favorite movie of all time. I love this film, and this is one that we're technically breaking the rules right now of Fight Club by talking about it, but you know what? But it's worth it because this film is just this film is just so good.
I'm talking about Fight Club.
But this film is so great. I get so much out of it every time, and I actually just recently read the book because I didn't even know there was a book until this year for whatever reason. Like I was like, wait, it's adapted from a book. So I went and listened to the audiobook, and that was actually really good too. But Fight Club is David Fincher's masterpiece. Edward Norton's excellent in this. Brad Pitt, everybody is great. It is absolutely exquisite. And I think that this is it's probably one of my most rewatched movies. I see it every year, and it has an anniversary too this year, so in October. So there you go, turning 25 years
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, and Disney quit holding back the 4K because there's a transfer of it, but all those Fox movies that are being held up in limbo.
Yeah,
the 4K transfers.
I do own this one on Blu-ray. Otherwise, I would.
There is no 4K, so yeah.
Oh, that's fine, yeah.
But yeah, I'm also going Fight Club. Yeah, I'm a big Cooper guy, but Lyndon is my least favorite. I think that movie bores the shit out of me, and I haven't turned the corner on it yet. Turned the corner on Dr. Strangelove last year. That was my least favorite, but yeah, Lyndon's eclipsed it. I don't like Barry Lyndon. I'm just not a fan. So hey, they all have duds and can still be one of my favorite directors. It's fine.
Right.
But all right. Go Requiem for a Dream and The Wizard of Oz. Talk about fun for the whole family. All right. Hey kids, after Wizard of Oz, show your Requiem for a Dream. All right. Russ.
I do love Wizard of Oz, but it's no Requiem for a Dream. And like Requiem for a Dream was probably the biggest Oscar snub of all time. Julia Roberts should not have won for Aaron Brockovich. Ellen Burstyn should have won for Requiem for a Dream. So yeah, I love Requiem for a Dream. It actually has a good Jared Leto performance. It's like the most disturbing movie. I've seen it 2 times. I might be able to walk in the third, but I don't know. So yeah, Requiem for a Dream.
All right. Well,
yeah, what you say, Ross, is exactly why I don't own Requiem for a Dream yet. I might pick it up at some point, but it's just such a hard watch that I'm like, would I actually ever pick it up again? Like I have it in my top 128 because of the visceral reaction it gave me and just the emotion that it gave me when I saw it and just how blown away I was. But it's one of those ones that I don't know how many times I could sit through it because holy crap. But yeah, Ellen Bernstein, in my opinion, should have won the Oscar that year because she was excellent and it should have gotten even more Oscar love. This is definitely one of Aronofsky's best films. Love the posters for both of these, by the way, but I own 2 copies of The Wizard of Oz, a DVD special edition and the Blu-ray. So yeah, there you go. And the DVD special edition, by the way, comes with some like pretty cool stuff, like some art cards and all that stuff. So yeah, I got that as a gift this year. But Wizard of Oz holds a very special place in my heart. I'm actually rewatching it right now because I've seen this movie so many times. Me and my grandma, we used to share this movie all the time. It was probably the first movie I ever watched with my grandma, and it was the last movie I ever watched with my grandma. That whenever she passed away, that night before she passed away, we watched Wizard of Oz together. And I just, now every time I watch it, I always cry because I think whenever Dorothy's saying goodbye to all of them, it feels like it was like my grandma saying goodbye. It has a very personal and touch and emotional connection for me, and it is in my top 3 favorite movies of all time because of that personal connection, and it still just holds up too, just as just a magical and brilliant movie with just great songs, great characters, and yeah. So, and it was last year's winner. I hope it can make it into the championship this time. So, yeah, love you, Grandma. Wizard of Oz is my pick.
All right. Yeah, no, Requiem's good. I've seen it a couple times, but yeah, it is a tough watch. But yeah, we saw Wizard of Oz on TV again the other day with my niece who sat through the whole movie, even though she was only 2, and really enjoyed it. So that movie still works. So yeah, I'll go Wizard of Oz. Ash?
Oh, so hard. I feel like I want to say Requiem just because it was like the first movie that I saw. It must have been like 15 or 14 that like really was intense. Like just was like blew my mind and made me so uncomfortable. And I think made me like realize that there was this whole other side to film. And Aronofsky, like for some reason then I watched Pi right after that, and that movie was like insane. And then I've like loved Aronofsky ever since. And I'm not a huge Wizard of Oz fan. I feel bad to say it. I do have these really visceral like remembrances of like Wizard of Oz and like, when she's walking on the fence and then she falls into the pig pen. I used to do that as a kid, I'd like put on little dresses and pretend I was, falling off into the Big Ben. And I mean, I don't know. I just there is a connection, but for some reason, like Requiem for a Dream just really changed my view of what a film could be. So
All right. All right. Well, we have another tie, so we'll scoot it on up. Wolf, you got the power.
So I hate to do it to Requiem, but just because of how personal Wizard of Oz is for me, I'm gonna go Wizard of Oz.
All right, there we go. All right, going down to Mulholland Drive, excuse me, and Alien. Wolfman, we're back up to you.
Yeah, Mulholland Drive is batshit insane, a wild movie. Also, don't own the Criterion just yet. I'm planning on picking that up in November.
I have the 4K Criterion. I blind bought it. I haven't seen it in 20 years, but I'm going to rewatch it at some point.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is, man. David Lynch is always wild, but this one's fascinating to me and has one of the best jump scares, actually, in a movie, which is like that girl who's like just pops out of nowhere with like with the dirt on her face. Like, that is one of the most, that jump scare gets me like every time. I don't know what it is about that, but I don't know if it's obviously intentional, but like every time I watch this movie and I try to analyze it and break it down, just gets better for me each time. It's a movie that really sticks with you. Absolutely love it. Alien, which I have own a really cool Blu-ray for, is one that is excellent. Just one of the best space movies, sci-fi movies, one of the best horror movies in general. It's such an intense movie whenever you get to stuff like the chest burster scene or the scene in the tunnels. There's so much great atmosphere and build up in here. Ripley is one of the best characters in all of film. The xenomorph design, I just love the way it looks. And I loved getting to see this in a movie theater this year because they did that 45th anniversary screening of it. So that was really cool to finally see it in theater. Super hyped for Alien Romulus. But yeah, because we do have Aliens on part 2, it would be cool to have them both in the championship. So I would definitely say Alien is my pick.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a big David Lynch guy. I am going to rewatch Mulholland Drive and see if I can get into it. I saw it back in like 02 or 03, rented it, didn't really get into it, but I'm going to give it another shot very soon. But yeah, I love the Alien franchise, so I'm also very hyped for Romulus. Seeing it on Thursday. So yeah, if Regal's app will get its shit together and quit charging me full price, even though I'm an unlimited member, got to work out.
I'm dealing with the same thing.
So Regal needs to get their shit together. There's some kind of bug going on. There's an alien in the system, but I'll go Alien. Ash?
sounds like you guys need AMC A-list.
The AMC in my town sucks, and I'm not going there. So yeah, my Regal's.
We have actually like 10 to 12 in our city, right?
Yeah,
I don't even have one
here just because it's like totally taken over. But yeah, I like Lynch. Blue Velvet's my favorite Lynch. Mulholland Drive, I feel like I saw it so long ago and I loved it, but I need to watch it again. And I'm a sci-fi person. I'm a nerd. I love Alien. It's one of my favorite movies, so I'm gonna have to go with Alien.
Yeah, I was looking over the list. We're doing 2001 next on our ladder series. Yeah, one of the weaker years in film. Not a great year. Just looking at the general list, but we'll get better. Ross?
I'm going to go with Alien. Mulholland Drive, I haven't seen. I'm a Lynch fan, but not really a big one. But the funny story is that my dad saw it in the theater in 1979, and he got the shit scared of him because you remember when the guys went like, "Here, kitty, kitty, kitty," and there's a second of silence, right? This guy in the theater goes, "Meow," and my dad said the whole theater jumped.
There you go.
It's also a very bad movie. I learned this the hard way. It's a very, very bad movie to do a commentary of. I tried to do it with a buddy of mine, and it's such a quiet movie. So we're just sitting there being like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's a cool shot. I really like how they did the shot. It's just very hard to do a commentary.
There's a lot more going on in Aliens than Alien. A lot more
and just like we did with the Godfather, that was hard, remember?
Yeah. All right, we got Goodfellas and Saving Private Ryan. Battle of the two movies that should have won Best Picture that year. So there you go. Yeah, first, no, they're both great. But I just rewatched Goodfellas again the other day. Showed it to my girl for the first time. She enjoyed it. And no, Saving Private Ryan's awesome. But man, yeah, Goodfellas is in my 128. So gotta go with that. Ash.
Saving Ryan's Privates. Is that what, I feel like that's what we all called it when I
That was a
kid.
different tournament fight we did. Yeah.
I really like that movie. I don't know why. I feel like when look, Jordan.
Yeah. What's up? Finally off of work and ready for this.
Nice. Well, you're just in time for one of the hardest matchups.
Well,
Yeah.
and also, I hope you guys got all the pretentious movies out of the way because I don't want to talk about them. I only want to talk about the movies I like, not ones Wolf likes. No, no, it's all good.
Well, you started off with a Lahane intro, by the way. You missed that.
Oh,
So
I missed
he
it.
played
Well, we're 35 minutes in, and we're on the 8th matchup, so we're halfway through the one side. So we're not doing too bad so far.
All
Trying
right.
to keep everybody
Nice.
else is keeping theirs short, so Wolfman can go 90 seconds on his picks. That's what we're trying
Cool.
to do.
Sounds
So
good. And
we're
I'll
almost
have to
treating it
keep
like
up.
we're almost treating it like a pseudo speed round on our part, and just letting him talk for 90 seconds. But sorry, Ash, we interrupted you. My apologies. Go ahead.
No. I actually want to give a shout out to my mom and my little sister Elsa. They're in Salt Lake City, Utah. One of our people watching right now, our group's watching. So
Ooh,
Hey,
nice. That's awesome.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to go with Goodfellas though. I'm just gonna make that easy. That's a classic. I mean, I like Saving Private Ryan. I feel like a lot of people didn't when I watched it. I must have been so young, but Goodfellas, yeah. I'm gonna have to go with Goodfellas.
Yeah. Sounds good. Russ.
Saving Private Ryan. No. Sorry, Saving Private Ryan actually won Best Picture according to Michael. But yeah, but Goodfellas is a classic. It actually won.
Yeah, I'll explain it whenever it's my turn. What happened?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Goodfellas. But Goodfellas is great. So yeah, Goodfellas. I do love Saving Private Ryan though.
So Saving Private Ryan, yeah, it actually did win Best Picture. But here's the thing: Harvey Weinstein, who was behind Shakespeare in Love, apparently bribed the Academy to vote for. It was supposed to be. It was all going to be like Saving Private Ryan had the most votes, but then he pretty much bribed the Academy to sway it that Shakespeare in Love wins. So pretty much it's a false it's a false winner because of that. So there you go.
That makes sense. I believe that because how is Shakespeare in Love going to win Best Picture? It's weird.
Yeah, and if you look at it, all the facts line up because Saving Private Ryan won everything it needed, like editing, director, like all the major categories it needed, and then only needed picture, and it won it. But then they gave it to Shakespeare in Love because of Harvey Weinstein and his stupidness. But Goodfellas is excellent. I once recently saw a review that said, The Godfather is kind of the romanticizing of the mob, and Goodfellas is sort of the real puts you into the actual experience of the mob, like that kind of thing. And I definitely agree. I feel like this is very realistic. Joe Pesci deserved his Oscar win. Greatest Oscar speech in history, by the way. It was excellent. He was just like, "I'm grateful for this honor, thank you," and then walked off. It was like the greatest Oscar speech. It's so great. But yeah, I love this movie. It's my favorite Scorsese movie. I watch it all the time. Saving Private Ryan, I just don't own it because I don't know why. I haven't found it anywhere. I go shopping at stores and I haven't found it anywhere. So I will pick it up eventually. But I love me this movie. So yeah, I'll say Goodfellas for sure.
All right. Well, I already voted. So Jordan.
Yeah, I'm just glad I got here for a matchup of two movies that I really like. So this makes it hard though. So because they're both amazing. I think that Saving Private Ryan is kind of an important movie, just because of some of the things that it depicts in it, and I think it's a movie that everyone should see at least once. But Goodfellas though, for me, the main reason why I go to the movies is to be entertained, and that's my number one criteria. There's other factors, but that's the number one. And these two movies are very entertaining, but I think Goodfellas for me is just a little more. I just think that that's great. Like ever since I could remember, I've always wanted to be a gangster, and it's just like, and the story just takes off from there. And it's just Ray Liotta is just so good. He's like almost outshining De Niro and Pesci almost, and or at least on the same level. And yeah, so that's really good. So I'll go Goodfellas.
Going down to Pan's Labyrinth and Amelie. So, all right, usually time for that one, Jordan. So it's your turn.
Well,
Yeah.
I've only seen one of these. But you really want to see Amelie because I've heard really good things. Like it's just one that I haven't really gotten around to. Just because, like, I don't mind at all movies that have subtitles, but it's just like, do I have time to really sit down and like focus in and read all the subtitles? Sometimes it just depends. I have a very busy life, but I have done it with Pan's Labyrinth though, and it's actually one of the movies that made me like really love foreign films. Just because when I first watched it, I didn't even know that it was in another language, and so I was kind of disappointed. I'm like, this is in Spanish? Like what the like I didn't know that. Like I don't want to sit here and read subtitles. But then so I didn't watch it right then, but then a few days later I came back and I'm like, no, I need to give this a chance, and I did, and I think that's great. I don't always love Guillermo del Toro. I'm kind of hit and miss when it comes to him, but Pan's Labyrinth, I just love the creature designs. I love the villain in this movie is like a villain you really like hate. Like he's really good at being a villain. But and yeah, so I'll give it to Pan's Labyrinth.
Ashton.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, every time I see Pan's Labyrinth come on, I love it. It was my intro to Guillermo del Toro, and I like a lot of his stuff. So it's just visually like really stunning. And I liked Amelie. I just don't think I've really seen it since maybe high school. I thought it was cute, it was fun, but it's probably not in my top. So I'll go with Pan's Labyrinth for sure.
Yeah. All
right. Pan's Labyrinth, and then like only like Ash will get this. Ash, you know Josh and Charlie, my cousins, right? They love Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah.
So that's surprising.
Oh wow.
Because they're not.
That's kind of surprising, actually.
Yeah, I know, but yeah.
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 Well, how can you not love Pan's Labyrinth? I own this one in 4K. It's it's an excellent movie, beautiful cinematography, one of the best looking movies ever made. This is a film we were talking about this with like Wizard of Oz and a few other films that this truly feels like a magical experience. You've stepped into this fantasy world and you are like witnessing something like magic on screen. It's beautiful, and Duncan Jones delivers two great performances in this as the hand creepy.
I know that Duncan Jones.
And then also he plays the main creature that you see on the poster, which by the way, gnarly poster y'all picked. So it's an excellent film. Amelie, which I own the DVD for right here, is excellent. I saw this in theaters, actually rewatched it, but for the first time in theaters this year, which was pretty cool. It was like the same day I was going to go see Dune Part 2. I saw Amelie first, and that was just such a great experience to see it on the big screen. Another one that is just such a beautiful looking movie. It makes Paris really look gorgeous. Wow. Whenever we talk about Lahane, that one makes Paris look drab. This one makes Paris look like the city of love and beautiful, but it is absolutely fantastic. She's great in the film. And I think that this is just one of the most joyous and happy movies. Like, it's just one of those movies that you can turn on and just feel the joy of it. So like, it's one of those films that you never have to like, if you're feeling depressed, it's a perfect movie for that. It's like a warm hug. So yeah, even though Pan's Labyrinth is Guillermo del Toro's masterpiece, I think I'm still gonna have to stick with Oh yeah, Jordan, they're doing a thing where they pop up, take a shot every time I say the word masterpiece.
Oh, masterpiece. Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. But I'm still gonna go with Amelie just because that one's a little bit more special for me.
Still haven't seen
Or every
Amelie.
time, or you take a shot every time you're shocked someone hasn't seen a movie and you get like upset about it.
God, what do you mean you haven't seen this German expressionist film that I've seen?
Yeah, it's like,
yeah. All right, going down to One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and Amadeus. So we're down to Ash.
Oh, both Milos Forman movies. I just realized that. The same director.
Milos Forman, yeah.
Oh, really? Oh.
Mm-hmm. All right, Ash.
Oh my gosh, this is a hard one for me. I'm gonna have to go with One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I feel like these guys know. That's like one of my favorites. It's just so brilliant. I mean, can't even compete with it for me. Another film that really kind of like blew my mind. Yeah. Let's make it easy. I'm gonna go with that one.
You go to Cuckoo's Nest?
Good. Yeah.
Okay, just check. Ross.
Amadeus is in my top 100 favorite movies. So I'm gonna go with Amadeus. I do love Cuckoo's Nest, though.
All right.
Yeah.
Wolf.
Yeah. I absolutely love both of these movies. It's very, very hard to pick between them. They're both in my top 100 as well. But man, they're both drastically different. But Milos Forman knows how to just direct a movie and make it you just immerse the whole way through. I was through Amadeus. You are just completely in awe of just the. Oh God, I'm at the trees. The trees always scared me in Wizard of Oz. God, I hate those things. But the the costuming, the production design, all of that just absolutely masterful in my opinion. And it absolutely deserved Best Picture. And Ross, it even has an actor that appeared in Parenthood with the main guy, Amadeus himself was in Parenthood. So there you go.
Yep, also in Animal House also.
Yeah, great actor. And then One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is one that just really hits me emotionally, and I do own it, but on digital. I need to pick up the DVD. But it's one that just every time I see it, it just really affects me even more. And just Jack Nicholson, I love what he said about like how when he lost the Oscar like the year for some other movie, he like said, "Oh, it's fine because I'm a shoo-in for Cuckoo's Nest," and he's sure enough he ended up winning for that movie, and he absolutely deserved it because it's probably his best performance he's given. Just very heartbreaking, but also just kind of like really showy, but not too showy. It's really, really excellent. So, wow, Nurse Ratched in this movie, one of the best villains in all of cinema. She's just wicked and vile, and just what it says about how patients are treated and just everything there. It's really, really powerful. So I'm gonna go with One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah. Austin.
Cuckoo's Nest, because I haven't seen Amadeus yet. I have it on Blu-ray over there, just haven't cracked it and found a reason to yet, but I will at some point. But Cuckoo's Nest. Jordan.
Well, so something people might be surprised about is that I actually love Amadeus. I think that movie is awesome. I think that because it's a period piece, but I actually really like classical music. I mean, it's not something I'm like listening to on a daily basis, but I really do. Do I think it has a lot of influences on like almost all modern day music, and the movie's not just like totally like just serious and like pretentious. It's not. I mean, might be a lot of people talking in rooms, for me, but I don't always love that. But it actually has a lot of humor. Like the guy that plays Amadeus, Tom Holtze, or I don't know how to say his name, but Holtz or not. But he's actually funny. Like there's like a love story, but then he doesn't want to be with this girl. He wants to be with someone else. And then there's like things where he's like crawling around on the ground. He's trying to hide from people. And he doesn't like really want to be a part of this like whole like high society kind of life. and but he does think that he's the best composer out there, because that's kind of how Mozart was, and so when they don't appreciate him, he like kind of flies off the handle, but in the best way, though. It actually works really well. And I like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I think that movie is really good too, because yeah, you're right about Nurse Ratched Wolf. He's like one of the best villains, but yeah, I just really like Amadeus, and I love period pieces that have a lot of humor. Like I recently I started watching Dickinson, that show, and like I compare it to that because it's a period piece with humor, and it works for me. So, and so does this. So yeah, I'll go Amadeus.
It's gonna be Cuckoo's Nest 32.
You should have picked up. You should have had the clip from Bedtime Stories with Adam Sandler saying "Amadeus, Amadeus."
Yeah. Or that movie. What's that movie about the theme park where they keep playing that song over and over and over again? The one with Jesse Eisenberg.
Adventureland.
Yeah, Adventureland.
We got Paper Moon, Bogdanovich movie, and the OG Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And you will see this one only on Tournament Fights.
Yeah,
Russ.
Only.
I'm gonna go with Paper Moon because I've seen it, but like I haven't seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre yet. Wolf wants me to watch it around Halloween, so I will. Yeah, but Paper Moon's actually really good, and then it is not a supporting performance at all. So yeah.
Yeah, it's one of his biggest blind spots, but we're gonna do like a first time watch for Ross thing on like October 1st, which is its anniversary. So that'll be cool. So you can finally experience Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because it's one of my favorite horror movies. I own the special Blu-ray like 40th anniversary set here, so really, really cool stuff. What's weird about this Blu-ray is this is not the type of film you think would have this, but this actually has a gag reel. I don't know how I feel about that. It's very strange for a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie to have a gag reel, but yeah, no, it's the most terrifying movie I've ever seen, because it just leaves you in just complete disturbance. Knowing what happened on the set even makes it more disturbing. There's just, what the stories that really scare me and get under my skin are stuff that's like, this could actually happen. Something like this could simultaneously actually happen to somebody. You could just pick up a hitchhiker, and then just somehow, something happens after you pick up a hitchhiker, because you don't know that person. So that idea can really get under your skin and get into your head, and I just find that fascinating. And it's and also the performance that I'm blanking on the actress's name, but the Sally, what she gives. No, I'm talking about
Texas Chainsaw. Her name's like Marilyn something. Yeah.
Marilyn Burns, that was it. Marilyn Burns, like, because of what happened to her on set and just like everything that she was experiencing, what you're seeing there at the ending is not fake acting screaming. She's like exhausted, real, like screaming just out of her mind, and it's just, you can see it on screen because it's one of the best performances out there. I love that this movie is not gory. It's not really gory. It's just more so disturbing and just using its imagination and you having to think about things. So yeah, great stuff. But then also Ryan O'Neal, Tatum O'Neal, the youngest Oscar winner in history. Tatum O'Neal was in Paper Moon. Beautiful, delightful movie. I saw it for the first time last year and instantly went into my 128. It's just absolutely magical movie. But I'm still going to go Texas Chainsaw Massacre here.
Yeah, we're starting to get into like Wikipedia descriptions for every movie. Wolf, let's keep it to your time limit. All right,
reel it in.
Yeah, let's reel it in. I'm not going 3.5 hours now. I got to wake up 4:15. Yeah, Texas Chainsaw. But Paper Moon's good. I saw it after I saw What's Up Doc to see the follow up. It is good. I like What's Up Doc more, but Texas Chainsaw Massacre rules. Jordan.
So, you know me, I've seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre one time, and I will never ever watch that movie again. I hate that movie. I'm sorry. I do not. That's not for me. Oh, man. Talk about a not Jordan movie. That's Texas Chainsaw. But I've never seen Paper Moon, and But the cast sounds pretty intriguing. It has Ryan O'Neal and Tatum. I think they're related. I want to say.
Yeah, father and daughter.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then I like Madeline Kahn and like Randy Quaid and like some of the cast. I had to do a double take when the movie was actually released because it looks like it's black and white, but it's 1973. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna go Paper Moon because I would much rather watch that for the first time than Texas Chainsaw Game. So, yeah.
I always enjoy in commentaries.
Yeah.
I have not seen either one of these. I
Ash said some technical glitches.
I think you're frozen, Ashton. So
Okay.
I don't know if you can hear us.
I
But
was on my end at first because I've been having technical difficulties earlier. But
yeah, we have to do like a second take. Was that me? Because sometimes it is me.
Well, we do have a potential tiebreaker while we're waiting for Ash. Hey, Malcolm.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
it's the one that came later than me.
what's going on?
We have a full panel now, so Wolf, you got to keep it extra short now. I'm
Yeah.
going to start wrapping it up even faster.
You could have Malcolm go, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. What do you think here? Paper Moon and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. What would you go for?
I haven't seen Paper Moon. Don't really know much about it. But I'm more likely to go watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre first, anyways. Texas Chainsaw.
All right. Well, for now, until Ash comes back, she's not back. She's having some issues. It's Texas Chainsaw. All right. So,
but we could just get her vote and see when she comes back.
We'll see. Eternal Sunshine and Fargo.
Oh, I love that Eternal Sunshine poster. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. All right. Wolf, what 90 seconds timing you?
You know what? Why do they not actually have Eternal Sunshine on Criterion? I will never know for the life of me. But I do own it on 4K. So when I had to own on 4K, and I own Fargo through a Coen Brothers box set. But yeah, it's I love both these movies. Fargo is one of the best Coen Brothers movies. So well written. Love all the characters. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind holds a very special place in my heart. It's my top 10 of all time. This film is one of the best romance films, one of the best stories about love in general. It's just excellent. And Clementine is maybe my favorite character in film. Jim Carrey's performance is excellent. Just I'm a huge Charlie Kaufman fan. One of his other films is on this list. So I will eternally, forever love Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. So that's my favorite.
I like both of these. I only go back to them occasionally, but I think I'll lean more towards Fargo for this one. Joe?
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I like both of these, but either one of them do I love, but I feel like I should love Fargo because I love the TV series. I think the TV series blows the movie out of the water to me. That's just me. It's just really good, but if you haven't seen that, go watch the TV series. And the music too. I love the music of Fargo. So probably overall, I would vote for Fargo because I have a lot of fun with the accents and like the I like what's her name from 3 Billboards? She's doing and then Steve Buscemi and like Space on all the guy that's always a villain that's in the car with them that doesn't talk hardly at all, but they're fun and their back and forth is really good. So yeah, I'll vote for Fargo. Peter Stormare, I remember. Yeah,
that's great.
But
I like Eternal Sunshine, but not overly in love with it yet. It's one that I'll probably rewatch. I'll still rewatch it though because I do think it's a good movie. But I love Fargo. I think it's great. So Fargo.
yeah.
Ross?
And I agree with you, Jordan, though, about the Fargo TV series is way better than the movie. So I'm going to go with Eternal Sunshine. And plus, like, JP would kill me if I didn't vote for Eternal Sunshine. So, yeah.
Yeah, JP and I have a Eternal Sunshine commentary on our channel. So,
But JP wasn't here tonight.
JPO's not here, and Eternal Sunshine has lost to Fargo. So there
Oh
you go.
my god.
All right.
So
That's
there-
good because we've
there
seen a
goes
lot of
my-
Eternal Sunshine
There
around.
goes my number 8 movie of all time. So I'm just
All right. We got Stop Making Sense and Casablanca. So me, yeah, I know. Stop Making Sense was at my art house theater. I know it's like a music documentary sort of thing, but I didn't get a chance to see it. I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, rewatched Casablanca recently. I very much enjoyed it. So I love Casablanca. Jordan?
So I don't really love Casablanca. I think it's kind of boring to me. Like, if I'm being totally honest, because I decided that, I mean, like I've pretty much done it most of my life, or like time, like my online life. I'd say that I'm true to myself, but sometimes I feel like I need to like this movie because all these other people love it, and like, what am I not seeing that they're seeing? But so I kind of feel that way with Casablanca, because it's so many people's favorite movies, and then they're all time. But for me, like, I just got to be real and just say I just find it boring. I don't really connect. I think Rick's kind of a pretentious, kind of just like self-centered, kind of narcissistic character. I don't know. This is me. So
He's
sorry.
a narcissist who helps people get passports and escape Nazis.
Well, I mean, he's a narcissist where he's like, I don't stick my neck out for anyone. He's not going to.
That's his cover.
But then,
anyways,
but then he decides to, though.
I think you missed the point of the plot of the movie.
No, I think at the beginning he doesn't want to stick his neck out for anybody.
No, the point is he does. It's his cover.
No.
It's his cover that he does it. That's how he escapes Nazis shutting him down.
I don't know about that. I think that he doesn't want to, but then he decides to for the girl because he likes the girl. That's just my take on it. I don't know. It's also like for interpretation. I feel like
I don't think that part's up for interpretation. That's the movie.
Well,
that is kind of the plot.
Then we'll agree to disagree on that one. But for I'll still vote for it because I don't know what Stop Making Sense is. So
even Kara said, "I'm with Austin." That's the point of the movie.
That's fine.
It's actually the plot.
Yeah,
that's the plot of the movie. It's not an agree to disagree situation. That's the plot of the movie.
Yeah, but there's a lot of like stuff in film that's kind of for your own interpretation.
That one is not. No, that's his.
Says who? It says you. You
says
that?
The director. Okay. Says Roger Ebert, who does the commentary. Says everybody.
That would be like saying that like
Schindler. See what he says.
That's like saying like that thing like Oscar Schindler is actually pretentious. It's like that's the point of the movie.
Well, that one's different. I'm not gonna say that. But anyway,
they're both helping helping people escape from the Nazis. So.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm,
what are you voting for, though? What?
I voted for Casablanca.
Okay. All right.
I don't know what Stop Making Sense is. That's why.
It's a music movie. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Stop Making Sense is the Talking Heads concert movie documentary thing.
Oh, heads are great. Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't seen Stop Making Sense, but I do like Talking Heads. And I actually quite like that tribute album that came out recently with Lord and a whole bunch of other singers doing their interpretations of Talking Heads songs as well. But yeah, but I love Casablanca. I think it's a great movie, so Casablanca gets my vote.
All right. Ashton, what do you say here?
Hey guys, I'm back.
Ashton, and I'm mad at you. It's your fault because Fargo beat Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind while you were gone.
Well, I feel like my vote needs to retroactively count. What the heck's going on? Because I definitely would vote for Eternal Sunshine.
Well, I mean, I think it can still count because, like, when your computer freezes, that's not your fault.
Yeah. We had a.
Does that make it a tie, or does
our
Fargo
whole
still
internet
win?
went down?
I don't remember which one is which. I don't have these labeled by movies. I have them labeled by people.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember.
Well, all right.
If it's too tough, no worries. I'm sorry, Wolf. I let you down, bud. I did you still need the you guys were good. You moved past Texas Chainsaw.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what one? That was that Texas Chainsaw that won that?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, well then we're good there. All right, I'm gonna go for Stop Making Sense for this one. I love Talking Heads. I love yeah. I know Casablanca's a big hit, but yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
Yeah. Ross, what do you say?
Oh, I'm here. You know, like I actually gonna go for Stop Making Sense at low Casablanca, but like Stop Making Sense actually blew me away out after my because like you know like it's just it's not even it's a concert movie, you know, like with the talking heads, and then that famous scene, you know, like flat suit that he wore came from that. So yeah, the one with the shoulder pads almost. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Stop Making Sense.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, for all you haters out there, it's in the. By the way, it's in the thumbnail. I'm also showing it off here, but yeah, concert movies, concert films are films. Just ask Martin Scorsese. All right,
That's what I always said.
He would tell you that.
That's what I've always said. I've made the same argument.
Exactly.
Well,
so
I've never seen it, so I can't argue with that on this one.
so
and then it's on HBO Max, Jordan too.
Yeah. This one is definitely a film, but I also feel like it's just like, yeah, this is truly a magical experience. I got to see it in a theater whenever they did the re-release. That was the first time watching it. I was by myself in the theater because Lynchburg is lame, but I was getting to get up and dance to every song, and I felt no shame because I was by myself in the theater. I was just getting into it, and this instantly made Talking Heads like a top 5 favorite band for me. I adored this. That's just some of the. It's easily the best concert that's ever filmed. Like, I'm sorry, Taylor Swift. I'm sorry to all the other concerts out there. Like, what they do is like the lamp dance in here, and it's just a celebration of music overall. And as a music guy, I just love seeing that. I love this movie. You know that I love it when I was getting ready to watch an episode of like that Robert Downey Jr. show. I'm blanking on the name of it, but I was going to watch an episode of that on HBO, and then I saw this popped up, and I was like, oh, watching that instead. But I also really do love Casablanca, one of the greatest classic American movies ever made. It's excellent. This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. But I'm gonna maybe make the upset here and change things up a bit and say Stop Making Sense. I just think that's truly a magical concert film and just a unique experience. So, yeah.
All right, it's a tie to me, and sorry, I haven't seen it yet, so that's blocking. All right, all right. Inception and Coraline is up next. Since Jordan.
Yeah, this one's kind of interesting. Like, I really like them both, but Inception, I'm like finding like that a lot of Christopher Nolan movies are not holding up for me that well. So. It's still good. It's not like it's bad. It's still great actually, but I just don't love it on the level that when I first saw it, when it like really like blew my mind. And Coraline, I feel like is really really good. Like it's probably. Is it directed by Tim Burton? I can't remember.
It's directed by the guy who did The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay, yeah, that's why it kind of has that vibe to it, and I like it better than Nightmare Before Christmas, honestly. So
yeah, Henry Selick, that's his.
Yeah, Henry Selick. Yeah, so yeah, I know Henry Selick. I watched the Prop Masters on Disney Plus, which I need to bring back to Disney Plus on the Nightmare Before Christmas, which is really cool. But yeah, so because they go to like Tim Burton and they visit Henry Selick and stuff. But so I'll vote for Coraline actually. Malcolm.
Yeah, I do quite like Inception. I think it's great. I watched Coraline for the first time. It was either early this year or last year. We did the 2009 Ladder series. But yeah, I really enjoyed Coraline, and Inception comes up a lot, so why not Coraline?
Yeah, Ashton.
Yeah, I really love Coraline. I also like it better than The Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't know why I haven't been able to get through that film without falling asleep, and I feel weird to say that because I feel like I like it. I just there's something like sleepy about it to me. It just doesn't hold up. But Coraline is so creepy, beautiful. It kind of like puts me in this trance. It's kind of incredible. But with that said, I love Inception. I don't know how they even made this. If you look at the concepts behind this film, and like if someone came to me with this idea and they were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna try and capture this like dream kind of," I would never know how to do that. I would never know how to pull it off and have it make sense. And I remember getting to the end of this film and being like, "They did it. How did they do it? I have no idea, but they did it." And it was incredible. And I just think that the subject matter is like almost impossible to do well on film. And so it's always really blown my mind for that reason. And so, yeah, I'm going to go with Inception.
Yeah, the girl I was dating at the time, it made no sense to her, and she was like really upset, and I tried to explain it to her after the movie like 3 or 4 times, and she just couldn't wrap her head around it. It's weird, but
yeah, it's still really hard to figure out for sure, but there's a way. You know what I mean? Like there's a path.
Yeah.
It's not like they didn't.
Yeah, there's a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Ross, what do you say?
I'm gonna go with Inception. I do love Coraline, and Coraline's actually being re-released in the theaters. I think it's either this month or next month in 3D.
Oh, yeah?
So
I'm totally going to that.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go. I love Inception though, but Coraline's really good. But Inception is the one for me. I love that poster.
Yeah. Wolf.
I love the poster for both of these AI used because the Inception and Coraline one are both really cool. And I actually haven't opened it yet because I just picked it up, but this Coraline 4K steelbook that just came out, which is like really gorgeous. It's easily my favorite claymation movie. Just the themes are powerful, the animation's gorgeous, just everything about this movie is oh yeah, we're twinning. You got the Coraline steelbook as well. Awesome. Yeah, it's a really pretty one. It was a really good deal for a 4K steelbook too. It was like $20. I was like, that's really good. So yeah, Coraline, excellent film. And I cannot wait to see it in theaters in 3D as a 3D remaster. That's going to be mind-boggling. But I love just checking this one out every like spooky season because it's like a really good like kind of Halloweenish movie to watch. And yeah, I prefer it more than Nightmare Before Christmas as well. Inception though, own the whole Nolan box set that comes with Inception, and
nice.
And that's in 4K. And yeah, Inception is truly magical. When I first saw Inception, I actually didn't like it, but I also had the flu. So I was like, oh, this makes no fucking sense. I'm not going to finish this. And I fell asleep and all that stuff. But on a rewatch, whenever I rewatched it, I was completely sucked into the universe he created. And I was blown away by what he's able to pull off and just this original story. And there's so many little details that you catch throughout. Like when he's wearing the wedding ring in the dreams, he's dreaming because he has a wedding ring on because he's married in his dreams. When it's not a dream, he has his wedding ring off because he's not married in real life. So it's very interesting, the small little details like that. And Leonardo DiCaprio is great. Marion Cotillard, the whole cast is great. Like, yeah, it's just the ensemble is great. It's excellent. This to me is truly Christopher Nolan's masterpiece. I think this is like his true magnum opus and just a beautiful movie all around. So I'm going to say Inception.
Yeah. You vote Austin? You didn't vote yet.
No, Inception, but that steelbook for Coraline's really nice.
All right. Yeah. But Austin, you remind me. I was going to say that of one of my friends from high school. Their parents, they would buy every single thing that came out on physical media, no matter what it was. They didn't care what it was. They just bought it all. You remind me kind of of that.
I have a lot of stuff I don't even like.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because I'm surprised You had Coraline. I wasn't sure if you were like into animation like that.
I mean, I do like that one because it's creepy and weird. Like it's just
Yeah.
it's not like your typical like bullshit family movie. Like it's actually like kind of cool, like the art design.
Yeah, right.
So I appreciate that. And I think this last one on this, or no, well, one more. So we'll go quickly and jump to the other side. Schenectady, New York, and 500 Days of Summer. Okay, I think most of us still have not seen Schenectady, New York. So yeah,
I want.
but we'll get there. Malcolm.
I've seen it.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
I mean, Schenectady, New York, was I or as I mispronounced it once, Synodouche, New York. It's a good movie, but I like 500 Days of Summer more.
Yeah, Ross.
From now on, I'm going
I
to call it
haven't
that. Synodouche. That's what it is.
I haven't seen
Skinner
Schenectady,
douche.
New York.
Yeah.
I want to, but you know, like I do. I love 500 Days of Summer. So yeah, 500 Days of Summer is great.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wolf.
Yeah, so Philip Seymour Hoffman actually has the most movies in my top 128. He has about, I think, 5 movies in my top 128. I love him. He's one of my top 5 favorite actors, and this is one of his best performances in Synecdoche, New York. And yeah, it's a hard title to pronounce, but it's truly a beautiful movie about human connection and just so many other themes in there, and Charlie Kaufman at his very best. And hey, Eternal Sunshine wasn't able to pull it off. This one I don't think will, because the majority of y'all haven't seen it. But I will say there's a great memeable scene in this that I've memed where it's like, it's very wrong to meme, but he's like having a seizure or whatever. It's the funniest thing. I don't know why it's so unintentionally funny. It's just the way the scene is, and I'm just like, so I've like memed that scene so many times. But 500 Days of Summer, yeah, I've seen it multiple times. One of the best rom-coms and breakup films ever. Just a true, real depiction of like actual love and the two different sides of it. And you really, just the reality scene, the reality and expectation scene hits me every single time. I love the music in it too. It's just truly a beautiful film. But I'm actually going to go Synecdoche here. I think more of y'all should check this one out.
Synecdoche. It's your movie, Wolf.
I know, but it's still hard to pronounce. Okay,
Synecdoche. What are you talking about?
Synecdoche. There you go.
Synodouche. I like that one.
Yes, Synecdoche.
Still my favorite.
It's a brilliant movie. So I'll definitely say that one.
No,
Yeah.
I still have not seen Schenectady, New York. So 500 Days of Summer, but I know how to say it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't really know anything about Schenectady, New York, other than I do know how to pronounce it. Even from the first time I read it, I just somehow did. But I don't know anything else. I've never been to New York. I don't know anything about that. So, but 500 Days of Summer is maybe my favorite rom-com of all time. Like it's up there. Like I need to like do an actual like definitive like personal ranking. We've done it on the show, but I haven't sat down and like done my own personal ranking. But man, it is just so good because it just shows you that like, and spoiler if you want to like click away if you don't want to be spoiled, but not all relationships end up happily ever after, and you don't always get to be with the person that you want to be with, and that's life and that's reality. And I just like that because it's just more true to the way things really are in it. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt has one idea of how things should be, and Zooey Deschanel has another idea, and it's kind of like real relationships. Sometimes they work, and sometimes you're just kind of floating through trying to force something to work, and you really want it to, but sometimes you just have to say goodbye because there's better things out there for you. Or there could be just a whole world of possibilities. So yeah, I'll go 500 Days of Summer.
I also don't think New York is a Jordan movie anyway.
It's not.
Probably not.
Lost in Translation and Mad Max Fury Road. So we will go to Ross.
Oh, finally, like I love Lost in Translation, and it finally took me a while to finally get. I didn't understand the hype of Mad Max Fury Road, but I finally get it. And this movie is awesome. Like I love the character development in it. So yeah, I'm going Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah. Wolf.
Yeah, I used to have a 3D TV, so I actually own Mad Max Fury Road in 3D. So there you go. But it's
whatever happened to 3D TVs? They're like,
I know, right? I love this.
It went away with 3D movies. It was 5 years, and we moved on.
Well, they're still trying to force 3D movies on us. I don't know in theaters.
But no, it's 3D is fine if it's 40x. I'll say that, but
yeah,
other stuff it's like yeah. Mad Max Fury Road is probably one of my most rewatched movies. I've seen this movie so many times, and I enjoy it every time. Just the action, the score should have been nominated for best score. That score, I listen to it consistently, and it like pumps me up. It's excellent. The Charlize Theron's great. This I'm so fascinated by this Mad Max universe that George Miller has created, and the fact that it's such a consistent franchise because all of them are good to great, and this is like the best of the bunch. Finally, Ross was able to see the deeper themes of this, because a lot of people are like, it's probably my most debated movie because everyone's like, oh, it's just action, it's just action with no substance. And I'm like, oh, there's a lot of substance when you break it down. There's a ton. This is a very fascinating and yes, I'll say the word masterpiece. It is fantastic. But Lost in Translation is one that is truly a beautiful, poignant, touching movie about human connection and just friendship and just love and just everything in between. And it's just Scarlett Johansson, Bill Murray, their chemistry is excellent. And this is my favorite Sofia Coppola movie and one of my favorite screenplays. The writing of it just feels so real and natural and authentic. And so, you know what? I love Fury Road so much, and I'd be fine with either one going through, but I'm going to give it to Lost in Translation. And apparently, I did not know this, but Ross told me that Austin absolutely hates Giovanni Ribisi.
You stole what I was going to say, because I was going to say Mad Max Fury Road because it doesn't have Giovanni Ribisi in it. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Jordan.
Yeah. So I actually love both of these. So on paper, Lost in Translation does not seem like a Jordan movie because it's just like these two characters just kind of hanging out. Like, I don't really like slice of life movies that much. It's not like a thing that I like that much, because when there's not that much happening, it's kind of just puts me to sleep. I get bored and distracted, and my ADD kicks in and I can't focus. But in this one though, I just like it because the writing's good, and I like stories that about relationships that don't always work out. Like, I don't know why. I kind of I don't know what the word I'm thinking of, but I kind of gravitate towards that. Maybe that's what I was looking for. But because it's kind of like their relationship works out to a point because they're friends, and I think that's all they're really supposed to be is friends, because they're like borderline, like in a relationship. They're even like in a scene laying in the bed together, but nothing really happens. And I think that's kind of cool that you can just be close to someone like that, but it doesn't have to be some relationship, Like I actually like relationships like that, but I mean, this is Mad Max Fury Road. It's freaking great. This is a movie that played when I worked in a theater, and I would like take off during my usher shift and just go like watch the whole movie and just disappear, and nobody would ever notice because the management never checked on us. So I get paid to just watch movies. So that was fun. So yeah, Mad Max, it freaking rules. Yeah. But Malcolm.
Yeah, I've said I've said my piece on Fury Road many times. Like, I just never understand the hype to it, and to me, it is basically action with no substance. No matter how many times people try to convince me of that, but yeah, I do like Lost in Translation enough, and so I'm going to go Lost in Translation.
All right.
Which,
All right.
which
Malcolm, let me
does-
convince you
which
why
does
there's
make it a
some-
tie because Ashton did vote in the group chat. She did say Lost in
Yeah,
Translation.
I know. But Jordan has the tiebreaker. He's not going to vote for Lost Translation, probably.
Nope, it's going to be Mad Max Fury
Yeah.
Road.
But hey, 500 Days of Summer and Lost in Translation would have been a great matchup, by the way.
True, yeah,
All right.
that would have been.
All right. Well, let's jump to the other side. Let's try to keep it relatively short on this side. Since we're about an hour and a half, so let's try to speed through it. Wolfman, keep your trivia bits from the Wikipedia to like 2 or 3 max. And let's jump to the other side. All right.
Thoughts to a dull roar.
Yeah. Blade Runner 2049 and American Beauty. Wolf, we'll start with you.
Yeah, don't own American Beauty yet, but I got this beautiful Blade Runner 2049 steelbook here. This is both of them are excellent. American Beauty is just a very interesting film that depicts love and also just kind of abuse and several other different kinds of themes in there. But Blade Runner and Kevin, I know it is Kevin Spacey, but he is excellent in the film, and the cinematography is beautiful. And yeah, it's Sam Mendes is his best film in my opinion. Blade Runner 2049 is also just an absolute masterpiece. It is absolute sci-fi, just gold. I even like it more than the original, even though both are in my top 128. This is just excellent. It's my favorite Denis Villeneuve film. The Roger Deakins cinematography. This is a film that truly blew me away. It gave that feeling again of me re-falling in love back with cinema. Like it gave me that time of when I first watched like Return of the King, or when I first watched, Empire Strikes Back or something like that, and I was able to have that connection again and fall in love with cinema again. And it just truly did that for me with Blade Runner 2049. It's truly magical. So I'm going to say Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah, Austin.
I'll say Blade Runner 2049 because it's better than the original. Jordan?
Yeah. Yeah. So I should have thought, like, if I would say masterpiece to any of these movies, probably Mad Max Fury Road, but yeah, I've never seen American Beauty all the way through. I've just watched the scene at the dinner table where they like freak out on each other and all that. But Blade Runner 2049, I don't love either, but it is better than the original, so I'll vote for that. Malcolm?
Yeah, I like American Beauty. I do think it's a good movie, and it's one of those ones like despite what he did in his personal life, Kevin Spacey is a good actor. So and he's good in American Beauty. But yeah, I like Blade Runner 2049 better than the OG, and yes, I'm gonna go Blade Runner 2049.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe someday Kevin Spacey will come back to acting. Who knows? But
I mean, he is technically acting in some foreign movies, I think.
Yeah. That's cool. But Ross, what do you say?
I do love Blade Runner 2049. I'm actually going to give some love to American Beauty. It's a great movie. And then I was actually in it from the beginning because when one of the first lines he talks about his wife, and then if you'll notice when she's gardening, everything matches from her boots to her gardening shoes. That is not an accident. So yeah, and plus she's a kid in the movie, and I love that. So yeah, American Beauty.
Yeah, you love little kind of like small little things like that you can notice in movies. Yeah.
All right. We got Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade and Shaun of the Dead. So me, like Shaun of the Dead, but it's my least favorite of the Cornettos. But I might go see it again. I think some theaters going to show up for the 20th anniversary. Wolf coming up this year.
I've seen it in a theater because I was at like my discount theater for like the Halloween season.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's kind of crazy that movie's 20 years old. That's kind of nuts, actually.
Blows me away.
But Last Crusade's in my top 64. So Last Crusade. Jordan.
Yeah. Actually, like this matchup for the posters, they're both kind of cartoony looking, but I'd probably give it to Shaun of the Dead because I love like anything with Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, or Edgar Wright, like any of those people, then I'm sold. And Last Crusade is like it's like my least of the trilogy, but that's like saying like Raiders is a 10, and then you have Temple of Doom that's like a 9.5, and maybe this is a 9. And so they're all like a high for me. So but I'll give it to Shaun of the Dead. Malcolm.
Yeah, I like both of these. Depending on what day you ask me, Shaun of the Dead may sometimes be my favorite cornetto, or it switches with Hot Fuzz quickly. And I do, but Last Crusade is my favorite of the Indiana Jones movies. So I'm gonna go Last Crusade.
And she's back. Hey, Ashton, what do you say here?
The last time, sorry guys, I am so sorry. We're having a fire over here. We've lost power. We're good. We're safe.
Dang. Yeah.
Shaun of the Dead for sure. I love Simon Pegg. I love this. Yeah, I just absolutely love it. Indiana Jones, okay, yeah, but I don't want to take too much time. So Shaun of the Dead, one of my favorites.
Okay. Sounds good. Ross, what do you say?
Well, Last Crusade is my favorite of the trilogy, and then like Shaun of the Dead is my second favorite in the Cornetto trilogy. So I'm gonna go with Last Crusade.
Okay.
Yeah. Wolf.
Well, both of these are my favorites in the trilogies that they are parts of, and so I think that Indiana Jones and Last Crusades are really great Father's Day kind of father-son adventure. Sean Connery is excellent in this, and this truly should have been the last film of the franchise because they literally ride off into the sunset. You can't get any better than that. But this to me is what a true adventure feels like, and I love it. Yeah, Shaun of the Dead. I switched this out because I realized like, oh shoot, I love that movie, and that's like, and I have to have an Edgar Wright movie in here, so I like switched it out with another movie to Jordan because I was like, I have to put this one in there, and it's so immensely entertaining and just my favorite of the Cornetto trilogy. And Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, their chemistry is dynamite. It is excellent. But as far as which one to pick here, this is really hard because they're both actually very close to me. But I think I'm gonna lean Indiana Jones: Last Crusade. That just has more of a personal impact on me.
All right, so Last Crusade, we'll take that one.
But if anyone knows where you can buy a Henry Jones pop figure, I've got the other side character from the other movie, the short round, and I got an Arnold Tolt. So I need to get one from Last Crusade. But
got Memories of a Murder and Y Tu Mamá También. So two Criterion movies also. Jordan.
Yeah, so I watched Memories of a Murder for the first time for this, and because I love Bong Joon-ho, I think that like he's maybe one of my favorite directors actually. Like he might be in my like top 5 directors of all time. Like he's that good to me. Like I just love Parasite, and I love what's the one about all the monsters? Oh, there's Snowpiercer too, but there yeah, so you got some really good stuff. And yeah, Memories of a Murder almost reminds me of like the Korean version of like Zodiac. Like it's just really good. And I'm also a big David Fincher fan. So and the music's really good. And I just feel like when I'm watching these Bong Joon-ho movies, I'm watching like a masterpiece. This is one I would say masterpiece too, because it's just like yeah, I'll say it because it's so good. It's just like so like gripping, and just we're like hanging on to every word that they're saying, even if they're just talking about random just like things about their day or their case that he's trying to solve or all that stuff. And yeah, it's just really good. So I've never seen Y Tu Mamá También, so I'll go Memories of a Murder. Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, I haven't seen either of these. and I'm not really a big foreign language film person anyway. But I do try to check them out from time to time. But I just don't have the attention span to focus on what's happening on screen while we're actually reading the subtitles as well. But I'm going to go E2 Mummy Tabien because Alphonse Cuarón directed my favorite Harry Potter movie, E2 Mummy Tabien.
English. Do you speak it? It's like you want people to speak English, Malcolm, right? But Ashton, what do you say? You're muted.
Muted. You are muted.
You're muted.
Now I'm back. Okay, I've never seen Memories of Murder, which I'm like super bummed about because I love the director. I love Bong Joon-ho so much as well. I think you were saying that, right, Jordan?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was one of your favorites. Parasite. Oh my god, I just rewatched it again. So good. So I'm putting this down right now. I'm writing it down on my list of I need that might be our Wednesday movie, Ross.
You would love this.
Yeah. Yep.
I think it will be our Wednesday movie. Eat Mama Tambien. I've seen it. I think that it gets mislabeled a lot and like maybe as like a queer film. I think it's more about just like coming of age and understanding like, you know, curiosity and understanding emotions and I think it's like, you know, it's a really well done film and I quite enjoy it. I talk about it a lot. But weirdly enough, I feel like I have to go for Memories of Murder just because I'm like almost sure that if I had seen it, I would love it more. I'm like 99%. So I'm gonna go with Memories of Murder.
Yeah, and the movie that I was trying to think of before was The Host. That movie's good too. So.
Oh yeah.
But and my most anticipated movie of the year got pushed. Mickey 17 from Bong Joon-ho. So February. It's coming on February, and I can't wait for that movie.
Same
yeah. But Ross, what do you say?
Well, I'm gonna go with Memories of Murder. I love Bong Joon-ho. Also, I remember like when Parasite came out. Like I didn't see it in the theater, but I bought it and I watched it 5 times opening week. When I bought it. So I'm gonna go with that one. But like You Mambo Tambien it's kind of like the Challengers. Of this year, how it was like so mismarketed. Because Challengers is not about a throuple at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But Jonathan Caro in the chat is right about the last scene, Chef's Kiss.
Oh God, I was just about to say, that final scene in Memories of Murder, just the way those two characters are looking at each other, and just such a final, just that final shot is very haunting. And I'm not going to reveal anything because I really want Ashton and Ross to go in blind on this, but it is my number one favorite Bong Joon-ho movie. I adore this film. I actually prefer it over and 7 is in my 128, but I think this is even better than stuff like Zodiac and 7. Like it just because it not only explores the psyche of just like a killer and what goes through the killer's head, but also has what Jordan was talking about, just daily conversations in the office of just people talking and just enjoy and talking about their case, talking about their day, and you really understand them as people and as humans, not just as these detectives trying to solve a case. It's not just straightforward in that sense. Very beautiful movie. Y Tu Mama Tambien, definitely Challengers was took some inspiration from it. You can see, but this is a great road trip movie, a movie about self-discovery. These 3 characters really just find each other on a road trip and really truly connect. And I forgot to show them off, but I own both of these on Criterion. Picked them up in the 50% off sale, but they're both excellent in my opinion. But because I am named after it, I will also go Memories of Murder. So,
I'm good. Austin,
so I've seen Y Tu Mama Tambien. It's a good movie. I haven't seen Memories of Murder yet. I do own the Criterion Wolf, so it's just been sitting there. I bought it on the
You would
Criterion.
love it. This is definitely like
I know. So if we get it to the championship, I just had no time this weekend. I was out of town. So, but if we get to the championship, I'll watch it this weekend. So I promise you. So we'll see. But I love Memories of Murder because I'm more interested to watch it. So look for it. All right,
sounds good.
But got Green Mile and Dazed and Confused. Malcolm.
Yeah, this is easy for me. I don't get the love for Green Mile. I've never been I've tried multiple times to watch it, but it's just I've just never connected with it. I'm also not that high on Dazed and Confused either, but I'd rather watch Dazed and Confused again before I'd even give Green Mile another chance. Dazed and Confused.
All right. Yeah. Ashton, what do you say?
Oh my goodness. Love them both. Very different films. It's so hard because sometimes we get these films like that are so similar and you love them, and then you get this is like the way other side, they're so dissimilar, and I love them both. It's hard to pit them up against each other. I'm gonna have to go with the Green Mile. Probably more so because what did we just watch? American Graffiti. Ross?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. I feel like the Dazed and Confused is kind of I think we were gonna do a whole episode on pitting Dazed and Confused against American Graffiti. But anyway, that's for another. But yeah, nice. The Green Mile for sure.
Yeah. Wolf, what do you say? Oh wait, no,
right.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go with the Green Mile, even though I do love Dazed and Confused. I love hangout movies, and Wolf and I were talking about this. Some of the best scenes in The Bike Riders was the scenes where they're just sitting around talking. I don't watch a whole movie of them just at their meeting, just hanging out, talking, So yeah, but the Green Mile, is in my top 10 favorite films of all. No, not my top 15, I'd say. So yeah, I love the Green Mile.
Yeah, Wolf, what do you say?
Yeah, we still are planning on doing our Dazed and Confused video at some point. And American Graffiti is also my top 128. So that's another thing because I love both of those movies so much. But yeah, Dazed and Confused, arguably the greatest hangout movie ever made. It's hard between that and American Graffiti because I love them both. But it's just my only Wikipedia fun fact I'll say is that apparently Richard Linklater fully based this on his life in high school. He said that he had a lot of friends like this. A lot of this stuff happened to him in high school. It was very true to life for him. So, and I just love the characters. I just you could spend hours and hours with these characters and I would be fine with that. It's just such a brilliant movie in my opinion. The Green Mile though has my heart. This is a truly wonderful movie. The most recent puppy in our life that we picked up, we actually named Mr. Jangles because the day that we got the dog from the breeder, we met the breeder the same day we watched the Green Mile in theaters together. So we were my mom and I. So she got the dog and we named it Mr. Jangles, and that was the reason that it's kind of close to me right now. But I just love it. Michael Clark Duncan is excellent. Tom Hanks is also excellent. This is just one. And also, Stephen King says this is his favorite adaptation of any of his work. Apparently, this is his favorite adaptation. So, and I can see why, because it's truly magical. So, I'm going to say the Green Mile. Walk in the mile.
Austin, what do you say?
I'll say the Green Mile because I'm not as high on Dazed and Confused as a lot of people are. Don't think it's that good, personally.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah, this to me is the overrated match right here. I think both these are totally overrated. I just don't really care for them that much, but I don't hate either one of them either. I just don't have the love for them that a lot of people do. For Dazed and Confused, I'm more of a Fast Times guy, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And the Green Mile just never really did anything for me. I just don't connect with it. I just don't I don't know. So it's tough. That makes it kind of hard for me. But just because Dazed and Confused has some humor in it, and comedy is my favorite genre, I'll go Dazed and Confused.
I do want to say too that while we're going to do Dazed and Confused versus American Graffiti, I also want to eventually do an episode on Green Mile versus Shawshank and see which one's the best like prison movie as well. That'd be fun.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it because I.
Psycho and The Graduate. Ashton.
Ooh.
I think is it to me? Is it? I think it's Ross,
Yeah.
right?
No, it's Ash. It's you.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, gracious. Okay,
Mhm.
getting these great ones.
Yeah.
I guess they're all really good. Good job, Wolfman.
Except for Barry Lyndon. That was not so good.
I did kind of just.
I take that.
And then I'm so sorry. I didn't say anything. I just chose the.
And Texas Chainsaw. Sorry.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, this is so hard. Classic, Psycho. I mean, wow. Like, basically create. Both of these are like genre creating classics. I think that realistically for me, the one that made the biggest impact is probably The Graduate. I also went to school up in the Bay Area, and I feel like it just like there's kind of like this weird connection and nostalgia, and I don't know, just really love The Graduate and the music. Oh my gosh, I'm like a huge Simon and Garfunkel fan, so you make like a whole like movie with Simon and Garfunkel playing. That's like kind of hard for me to beat. So yeah, nothing. I mean, Psycho, obviously amazing. Holy crap! Like you can't say anything bad about it. But for me, The Graduate, I think I would have to go with.
And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Yeah. Yeah. It's good stuff. But Ross, what do you say?
Well, I'm gonna go with The Graduate. I love it. And then Jordan, like, I don't know if you get the joke though, like in Boy Meets World, when like Mr. Feeney said The Graduate is a fine film. He was in The Graduate, so that's the joke. Yeah.
Oh, he was. Oh, I totally didn't even realize that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. But I love The Graduate. Psycho is also great, but The Graduate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ross.
Wolf.
No.
Oh yeah. Sorry. For some reason, I looked right at Wolf instead of Ross.
Yeah, Psycho, which beautiful steelbook design there. Psycho is one of my favorite horror movies. I got to see it in theater a few years ago, and that was just a crazy, just amazing experience. The Graduate is one that I got to see for the first time a few years. The first time like early this year. Actually, I watched it because I heard all this great stuff about it. I checked it out on Tubi, and it truly is masterful. Like Dustin Hoffman's performance is excellent. I connected a lot with this film personally, just like in his emotions and how I feel too about certain things, and just the way I was able to connect with him. And one reason I want The Graduate to push into at least the championship, and 500 Days of Summer to push into the championship, is because I want them to at least compete against each other and get that chance of happening. Because in 500 Days of Summer, they actually watched The Graduate, and it's actually kind of interesting because The Graduate has kind of the same themes, because it's about, whenever you're that age, where do you go in life? What do you do next in life? What's your purpose? And that kind of thing, and exploring that. And they're watching that end scene, which kind of, with the hello darkness, my old friend, and that connects to the same kind of themes 500 Days of Summer has. So yeah, it's a really beautiful movie. Mrs. Robinson is like, that performance is excellent. It really holds up for a 1967 movie exquisitely. So I love both of these movies. Both of them are probably my favorite movies of the 60s. But I will say, it's close, but I'll say The Graduate.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
Psycho. Jordan.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm very tired and I have to wake up in 4 hours. I'm tired.
Sure.
So
yeah.
Sorry.
Well, this is Mrs. Robinson versus Janet Leigh, two like sexy women of cinema. And man, like both of these have kind of like like done a lot of like research or watched some like people break these movies down quite a bit, and like why are like some of the most like creepy characters in like all of horror, like the ones that dressed up like women, like you got Anthony Perkins, he's dressing up like a woman. Then you have like the Sons of the Land. He puts the lotion in the basket. You got like a lot of that kind of stuff. It's just like I don't know what it is with that, but it makes him creepier. I mean, no offense. I mean, to anyone who's into that kind of stuff, that's your own preference, I guess. But yeah, Psycho. It's just one of the greatest horror movies of all time. I love The Graduate, but like Psycho, I go back to all the time, and I don't watch a lot of just classic, like even like black and white type of movies that often. But I love Psycho, and I'm surprised I haven't seen any of the sequels. I want to like at least see Psycho 2 or something. But yeah, I'll vote Psycho. Malcolm.
Yeah, I was almost considering playing a prank on Wolfman and put the poster for the '98 version of Psycho because on his list he didn't specify the year, so it was like I was going to claim that. But
you like Vincent?
But yeah, I like The Graduate. I think it's a good movie, but I think Psycho is the better movie, and yeah, so Psycho.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We have a tie, and we're back down at the bottom. So Malcolm.
Psycho.
Sorry, Wolf.
Sorry, Wolf.
I can't be mad. They're all my favorite movies. So I can't
right. Yeah.
Return of the Jedi and T2. Ross.
Oh, I'm gonna go with T2, even though that the 4K is like the worst 4K I've ever seen. So yeah, I'm gonna go with T2.
But Ross, when we go to Salt Lake FanX and have all those T2 people, I just want to shout that out.
Ashton, like I'm gonna text you a picture, Ashton, from the 4K because do what it looks like. One of those Hollywood wax figures came to life and moved.
Yeah, I think we're bringing Wolfman in on the FanX too, huh, bud?
Yeah, you got to come with us, man.
I just sent you a still frame from the 4K, and you can see how they look like wax figures.
Okay, yeah. I'll look good.
Yeah, but Wolf, what do you say?
Yeah, I unfortunately own it because I bought it on Black Friday, and nobody told me that this transfer sucked before I bought it.
I would have told you. You should have asked me.
Me too.
Just keep the Skynet edition Blu-ray. It's the best one.
I know,
okay.
but now I own it. But it doesn't deter from the fact it is still an amazing movie and one of the best action movies ever. Sarah Connor is such a badass, and I will say that like Dark Fate. Like the movie is still good enough to say that like, oh, I absolutely adore it and it like surpasses Dark Fate, but like Dark Fate almost kind of like continuity wise messed this movie up for me because of what they did. But I still really love this movie a lot, and it's arguably one of the greatest action movies ever made, most certainly. And then Star Wars: Return of the Jedi, my personal maybe favorite Star Wars, not the best Star Wars, it's Empire, but my personal favorite Star Wars movie. This edition sucks because he says the no, by the way, Darth Vader. I hate it. Hate it. Never make him say the no. I hate that scene.
Like, and it has the wrong Ewok song too. The wrong one.
And it's just because it's better when he's looking into his when he's looking at his son and the Emperor and just feeling his emotions behind the mask. And yeah, the ending of this movie, the throne room fight scene and the ending where he's like saying, "I must save you," and he's like, "You already have." It might be like one of my top 3 favorite scenes in all of cinema. Like I adore that because it is exciting, it is emotional, it is intense, and because you have followed these characters up to this point and you have loved their journey, and just this completely wraps it up in a beautiful bow.
Oh, speaking of.
But I'm still gonna say probably out of this, I'll still probably say T2.
Yeah. Austin.
T2 because Special Edition Return of the Jedi has Jedi rocks, and that song sucks. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know why
But-
would you change the original song? I don't know.
I know.
All right.
Yubnub. We need that. But yeah. What's wrong with James Cameron's 4K transfers? I don't get that. Like, why?
Well, he just
The
told
Abyss was
everybody.
good.
He just told everybody in a Rolling Stone or some article that anybody complaining about the 4K transfers needs to go back to their basement. So he's one of those guys now. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, all the people
That's
complaining
annoying.
about him using AI to do his 4K transfers because he wants everything to look digital, just like Avatar, even though that's not the way they were made. But whatever.
Yeah,
So long
weird.
debate. I'm not going to get into it.
Well, it's kind of similar to George Lucas, kind of. I don't know, but yeah, I'll keep it short. I'm going to vote Return of the Jedi because it's my favorite Star Wars movie of all time. And in another episode, I'll get into why it's so amazing. But right now, I'll just vote Return of the Jedi. But Malcolm.
Yeah, Return of the Jedi is my least favorite of the original Star Wars trilogy. I don't think it's a good movie, but I just like A New Hope and Empire more. But this year I've gained a new appreciation for T2. I'm still not ready to say it's a masterpiece or anything, but I do like it, so I'm going to go T2.
Yeah. Ashton. Yeah.
I mean, Terminator 2 is definitely the best Terminator. I think, most people can agree with that. It's probably the only thing that makes me like Terminator. Honestly, I'm not a big Terminator fan, and it's probably just because I hate Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like, I can't move past it. I just don't like the guy. Anything he does, like, it makes it. This movie does it. It's like enough where I can ignore that he was ever a part of it, but I don't know, whatever. My mom's watching right now. Return of the Jedi is her favorite ever. She showed me these movies when I was a kid, and it like made me fall in love with Star Wars, and she would be really upset. So definitely Return of the Jedi, but it can't have Hayden Christensen dancing with Ewoks at the end. Like, it's gotta be OG. I don't want any weird stuff. I don't want to see that guy coming in.
No.
And no. Yes, of course. It's got to be all original,
And the first time we ever saw Jabba the Hutt was in Return of the Jedi. No other movies.
All right. Got the Truman Show and The Godfather Part 2. Wolf.
Ooh, so oh man, this one's actually really hard because I love both of these for very different reasons. The Truman Show has just a fascinating allegory that really holds up, by the way, about media and media interference and just how they take over our lives and just want to try to control us. And it's really powerful. And Ed Harris is great in this, as well as Jim Carrey. And this is the one film that Roger Ebert that this made him like Jim Carrey, because I remember he hated Jim Carrey after watching Ace Ventura, and then he watched this and said, "Okay, he actually made a formal apology on his show and said, 'We are sorry, Jim Carrey. You are actually a really good actor and really good performer.'" And
comedy is great cinema too. Come on, Roger Ebert.
but yeah, the Truman Show is great cinema. So yeah, it's excellent. But oh man, I don't think it's Godfather Part 2 though. Godfather Part 2, I slightly prefer it to the first Godfather. It's just the first, like, they're both great, but yeah, Godfather Part 2, I feel just it enhances more the lore of Michael Corleone. It has more emotion to it, and it's just, yeah, it's truly a groundbreaking film and one of the greatest achievements in cinema. So I'll say Godfather Part 2.
Yeah. Austin.
Very close, but I'll go Godfather 2. I watched it more recently. Jordan.
Well, I'll say The Truman Show because the Godfather movies are overrated. So we'll go with The Truman Show.
You are wrong.
But Malcolm.
This is actually really tough movies. I do like both these movies. I think Truman Show is great, but Godfather Part 2 is also great, Jordan. Godfather Part 2.
What's better than Part 1? I'll say that. Better than the Truman Show? Nah. Ashton?
Gosh, I love the Godfather movies. I disagree. I don't think they're overrated at all, but I definitely wouldn't like have them in my top like 20 probably. However, the Truman Show, I have to say, Roger Ebert had something there. I was very young when I watched the Ace Ventura movies, and I just didn't like that comedy. I did not like Jim Carrey, which is weird. Like as a 10, 8, whatever year old, I did not like him. I thought it was like, and it's not even because it was grotesque or anything. I just thought it was stupid. Like just flat out like the dumbest thing I'd ever seen. And then I got
alrighty then.
Yeah, exactly. I got a little older. I watched the Truman Show, and the existential anxiety just really hit home a lot more. You know, that I've carried through with the whole rest of my life. I feel like it made a lot of sense to me, and it was captured really beautifully. And I fell in love with Jim Carrey. And Liar Liar is actually like one of my favorite movies of all time. I think it's like the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And now I've gone back and watched all these Jim Carrey movies, and I even like Ace Ventura now. Like I absolutely love the guy. Like other than Patrick Stewart, he's like the only other actor I could meet and like maybe and die. So I'm gonna have to go with the Truman Show for sure.
Well, my 5-second pitch as to why The Godfather is overrated is that they're rated as the greatest movies ever made. Are they the greatest movies ever made? No. Are they good? Yes. They are good. Not the greatest of all time.
Yes, they are.
But Ross.
I'm going to go with The Godfather. I love the Truman Show, but The Godfather, Part 2, I think it's like probably the second greatest mafia story ever told, because the first greatest mafia story is The Sopranos.
Did you walk into a closet to vote? What are you doing, bro? Are you in the attic or something? What happened? All right.
I'm in the basement.
Yeah. Lahane and 7. All right. So Wolf, tell us about Lahane, and then I'll move on 7. All right. So.
All right. So Lahane, as y'all saw in the intro, it is a crime film that takes place in Paris. It is a French crime film about these 3 friends who are just trying to survive in the suburbs and trying to kind of live life in the suburbs. And you really grow to love these characters and their connection and to one another. And it stands for The Hate. The Hate is the American title, and that's a big theme about it is hate and what hate does to other people and everything. And it's really a powerful movie that I watched recently. And as soon as I watched it, it's one of those films that as I watched it, I was like, I knew I was watching a masterpiece. It's just excellent. And Cillian Murphy, by the way, has this as his number 1 favorite movie of all time. So if y'all love Cillian Murphy, then check this one out because he adores this film. But yeah, 7, which is
well,
have a really
we
interesting.
know about 7. I was just just gonna get your pitch on Lahane. So,
but I like Vincent Cassel. He's a good actor, and he's in Lahane.
Yeah. No, I was mainly just gonna get that and then ask if anybody else was voting for Lahane.
Nah.
Nope. All right, sounds good. All right, so there's your pitch. Okay, cool.
I do think y'all would like Lahane.
All right, Moon and Signs.
Well, that's a cool Signs poster. I like that.
Yeah, really cool Signs poster.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah, they're both really good one-word title movies. Go with Signs because I'm always rooting for Shyamalan. I'm a Shyamalan guy. Jordan.
Well, get ready to take a shot because Moon is a masterpiece. It's awesome, and Signs is good, but the whole water thing doesn't really make any sense. But the rest of the movie's really good.
It does if they're demons with the religious theme.
And it has confirmed that. He has actually said
it does if it was holy water and they're actually demons and not aliens, but just saying.
What do they say in the movie they are? I think they say
they don't confirm. They don't specify in the movie. You assume they're aliens because of the crowd.
What do they look like?
I mean,
Doesn't matter what they look like. What do
Yeah.
demons look like? We don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do
we don't
aliens
know.
look
Yeah.
like? We don't
Yeah.
know. Aliens can look
Sure.
like anything. Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, yeah, because some movies are open to their own interpretation, right?
Yeah.
But Moon is really great. Just one actor acting against himself, basically, and I love him. I think that's great. I think it's Duncan Jones's masterpiece because a lot of the other stuff he's done is it's like doesn't even hold a candle to Moon. Some of the stuff he's done is bad, actually, like Warcraft and all that. But yeah, so I got to vote for Moon. Yeah, Malcolm.
This is tough. So I like both these movies like just about the same amount. Because I do think Moon is a good movie. But it's one of those ones like I do think people do highly praise. But Ben Signs is good. I can't remember. I think it ended up in the top 5 when we did the M Night ranking, if I remember rightly. But I'm gonna slightly go Moon.
Yeah, I think maybe your microphone switched off because you sound like you're on old time radio or something. But Ashton.
I've never seen Moon, and it's been on my list. I know, and I just wrote it down.
It's the best.
No, I know. I'm like currently, I literally just wrote it down to watch. So I've got like 3 movies now written down. So I don't want to put it. I do like Signs quite a bit, and I do subscribe to the more like metaphorical kind of religious demon side of it, the small town and the holy water. And when I think of it from that perspective, it's really interesting. It makes a lot of sense to me. And I think it's really scary. So yeah, I actually quite like Signs. I just rewatched it maybe like a year ago. So I'm gonna go with Signs.
Yeah, I think I can buy the whole holy water thing because it's M. Night Shyamalan. If it was some other directors, I wouldn't buy that. But
the whole movie is very like everybody's calling him father. He's like an old priest. Like it's very religious themed.
Yeah.
It makes more sense if they're demons.
And the themes, and the themes of the film tie into religion, faith, redemption.
Yeah.
And if you look at Shyamalan and like The Village, and like some of these ideas about like cult, kind of stuff and the way he kind of views that, I think, it really plays into that,
And he has confirmed in interviews that they are demons. Like he made that like a thing in an interview that like he confirmed.
Yeah, that's the theme.
I know sometimes he likes to throw a twist in there, but not even say it's a twist. Just let you like figure it out. So yeah that's kind of cool. But Ross, what do you say?
Oh, I'm gonna go with Moon. I like Signs, but Moon is just better. And then how is Trap? I haven't seen it yet.
That's good. Yeah, I think it's good. I'm not gonna say I love it, but it's good. Wolf.
Yeah, Moon. Sam Rockwell's best performance. It's excellent. Just turned 15 years old this year. Hard to believe, but yeah, he should have been Oscar nominated for this movie. This is the film that introduced me to Sam Rockwell, and I really watched it and was like, "Whoa, who is this guy? Like, what?" I was blown away by his performance and just what he was able to achieve by playing 2 characters and what it says about control and all this stuff. It's really, really good. So. And Human Connection, it's a fascinating movie. Signs is very personal to me. It's the film that made me want to become a filmmaker. I love this movie. And the reason why it has that same connection to me is it's the first time I ever watched something where it had the deeper themes like redemption, faith, family, all this stuff, but was in the exterior of a demon movie about demons taking over a house or something like that, and was in that exterior. Just the themes of it and how powerful it is made me look at my TV screen and I said, I want to make that. And so it's M. Night that really made me want to become a filmmaker with Signs, and it holds a personal place in my heart because of that. Also, yeah, it's terrifying, and my favorite actor Joaquin is amazing in this, as well as Mel Gibson. So I'm actually gonna say Signs here, just because it has more of a personal connection for me.
All right, what's another tie to Ashton? We'll scoot it up.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The
Signs.
one you haven't seen
Yeah.
Moon, but
I know.
I know.
By the way, the scores of both of these films are incredible. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, but
You chose Signs, right? Well,
I did. Yeah.
okay. I feel better.
but
I hate having to choose when I haven't seen one. That's the worst feeling. I'm like, give me one that I've seen both of them so I can give it a fair shake, you know?
well, and when me and Wolf do our actors battle, Sam Rockwell, spoiler, it'll be on my list. Or he will. Yeah.
Well, more Shyamalan. We got Unbreakable and Boogie Nights. Jordan.
Ooh, this is a good matchup. I've seen Unbreakable a lot. I've seen it like at least a dozen times. I've only seen Boogie Nights one time, so I've seen it and it's good. And I mean, I really like it, man. This is actually really close because it's Boogie Nights. Is it Linklater or like who directed it?
Paul Thomas Anderson. PTA.
Oh, the PTA. I knew it was one of those ones that had like the a filmography that I'm very hit and miss on. But this is one that I like a lot. This might be one of the toughest matches yet, but just the superhero kind of comic nerd in me is gonna go Unbreakable, and that ending's really good too. So yeah, I think it's the best M. Night Shyamalan movie for me. So
Besides Sixth Sense?
No, I think it's slightly better for me. but Malcolm.
I like Unbreakable. I'm not going to go into a whole spiel on this. If you want to hear more about my thoughts on Unbreakable, go back to the ranking episode from last week when we did M. Night Shyamalan movies.
Yeah, that's good.
But I love Boogie Nights. I think Boogie Nights is great, and yes, I'm going for Boogie Nights.
Yeah. Ashton.
Oh man. Yeah, this is hard. So different too. God, I don't know. I sit here and I feel like I might like Boogie Nights better, but I feel like I think about Unbreakable more often. And if I was like going to choose one to watch right now, I'd probably choose Unbreakable. Like I just absolutely loved it. I love anything. Like the thing about superhero kind of movies that I always liked was this trend of making it feel like going from like being a kid and like looking at comic books and it was like this fairy tale thing that I couldn't quite grab onto to like when that first like Batman Dark Knight came out and all of a sudden it was like felt real. Like I don't know, that movie changed everything. And then Unbreakable as well, like you could be a superhero. Like I could be a superhero, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like really blew my mind. And so I just feel like this really like kind of visceral connection to Unbreakable. So I feel like for that, I have to choose Unbreakable.
Yeah. That's awesome. Ross, what do you say?
I'm here. You know, Unbreakable used to scare me as a kid because like that scene where he falls down the stairs used to scare me. But I love Unbreakable. In fact, I think it's the best superhero movie ever made. So yeah, Unbreakable. But I love Boogie Nights all.
Yeah. Wolf. Are you there, Wolf? Are you there?
Did you leave your own episode, Wolf?
Maybe it's a bathroom break. I don't know. but
yeah.
He
All
said Nights.
Boogie Nights.
Oh, he did?
Okay. I'll just say Unbreakable, so we have a Shyamalan match. All right. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
I love movies like this and like Chronicle, like ones where you can really be a superhero.
Got The Thing and After Hours. Malcolm?
I haven't seen After Hours, so I'm going to go The Thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Ashton.
I'm with Malcolm. I have not seen After Hours, and recently, because of these guys, just saw Thing, which took me way too long. Obviously,
yeah.
so, Thing.
Yeah. Ross, what do you think?
I haven't seen After Hours yet. I'm going to, because like I'm going through Scorsese's filmography. So yeah, eventually I'll get to After Hours. But the thing is amazing. So yeah.
Yeah. Wolf, are you back yet? Wolf?
Not yet. I'll keep an eye out for him. But
Earth,
yeah,
the Wolf.
yeah, you're on your own episode, bro. Hurry up. But no, After Hours is great. Probably my 5th or 6th favorite Scorsese movie. One Crazy Night movie. Totally feel for the guy, especially right now when the whole theme of that movie is he just wants to go home and go to bed. and he just can't get there. It's great because he has to work the next day. But yeah, the things my second favorite horror movies. I think. Jordan.
Yeah, so I've never seen After Hours either. Like I'm on that camp, but the Thing, like the more times that I watch The Thing, I'm almost convinced it might be the greatest horror movie ever made. Like it gets better and better and better every time that I watch it, and I don't know though. Like I haven't really figured out what the best one is. Either that or Halloween or Psycho. I don't know. There's some contenders, but so I got to go with The Thing. It's just so good. Yeah.
All right. Well, The Thing's gonna win anyway, so moving on. All right. Toy Story 3 and Cinema Paradiso. Yeah. Ash?
Only on tournament fights.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. I'm gonna just Toy Story 3.
Yep. Ross.
Oh, I'm gonna go with Toy Story 3, but Cinema Paradiso is amazing too. So yeah.
Without Wolf, we really fly through these rounds. Austin.
Yeah. Geez. I tried to watch Cinema Paradiso. I had watched 2 Italian movies that day, so I was Italianed out and couldn't make it halfway. So Toy Story 3.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say Toy Story 3 because I don't know if I'll ever watch Cinema Paradiso. Maybe.
Yeah.
Only if Wolf comes to my house and like sits me down to watch it. So, but Malcolm.
Toy Story 3. Haven't seen Cinema Paradiso.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that was the way it's gonna go anyway. So it is.
Who has seen it besides Wolf?
That's it.
Ashton,
Yeah.
do you have it?
She voted.
Have you seen it?
I have, yeah.
Oh,
Ross and Wolf made me watch it.
and was it?
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay, I'm back.
It's a movie.
I'm back just in time though.
Right.
To
Sorry, we were voting so fast without you.
Yeah, we're just flying through these rounds.
but no, Toy Story 3. I love Toy Story 3. It's one of my probably my favorite anime movie. Just such a personal connection with that film and with the whole trilogy. Cinema Paradiso. I feel like if any of y'all are actual film fans, like I feel like this should be like a requirement to watch because this is
I watched it as a film fan and I fell asleep, bro. Like, I'm sorry.
It's about the love of cinema. It's literally about like,
dude, I get it, but it felt like homework when I was watching it, and I couldn't do it, bro. Like, I couldn't.
One of those movies the Academy gets a hard on.
It just feels like homework. It feels
Hollywood
like homework.
filmmaking.
Like, you gotta watch this movie. So, yeah.
I would vote. I was gonna vote Cinema Paradiso. So,
Yeah.
Man, I would have guessed Toy Story 3. I wouldn't think anything could take Toy Story 3 from you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they're both literally like one number apart from each other, though.
Yeah. But I was gonna say we do not need a Toy Story 5. We're getting one, and I guarantee you we're getting a Toy Story 6 because it's.
But though, Jordan, I was not excited for Toy Story 5 until I saw that image, and that made me excited.
Yeah. Well, I guarantee you, they did Woody's story. Now they're going to do Buzz's story, and then they're going to do Andy's story, and then they better be done with it. But anyway,
so Fellowship of the Ring and something.
That 400 blows.
Oh, 400 blows.
It sounds like, I know it sounds like a porn title, but it's not. Trust me.
Yeah,
it sure does.
It does.
Yeah.
The quartet sense.
What I can explain.
I'll say make your 30-second pitch, and I'll move Fellowship over.
Yeah. So what I'll explain this movie as is it is about pretty much troubled youth and forgotten youth. This kid is like trying to provide for his family, and it's a coming of age story from 1959, where that really affected me. Probably the best coming of age film, or one of the best coming of age films I've seen. That's really powerful from France, and it's really emotional. But yeah, it's no Lord of the Rings for me.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. So there you go.
Lord of the Rings.
All right, it's probably for
Even
everybody
you
else.
can't vote.
Yeah, even you can't. Galaxy Quest and Christmas Vacation. Ross.
As much as I love Christmas Vacation, I think Galaxy Quest is one of the funniest movies ever made. So Galaxy Quest.
Wolf.
They are both some of the funniest movies ever made. I got both of them on Blu-ray. Both of them are movies I am like working on memorizing because I am so close. I got them almost memorized. I like can recite them practically from the first page to the last page. Christmas Vacation is like my go-to Christmas movie that I watch. Like as soon as we set up the Christmas tree, I always pop this movie in and we watch this as a family. It's just so delightful, and it's my favorite of all the vacation movies. But Galaxy Quest, man, like that has a special place in my heart. A beautiful movie about fandom and just how cool fandom is. Like we were talking about this in our review that I did with Austin, that like you could easily make this movie today and it still would like hold up, like because of how fandom is nowadays and just how it's looked at nowadays. It's even more respected than it was back then. So it's excellent. Alan Rickman's excellent. All the cast here worked so well, and it has one of the single funniest scenes. I don't know why. I die laughing like hysterically, uncontrollably whenever he's like, and it exploded. The way he says it, so funny. I adore this movie. So yeah, I'm gonna go Galaxy Quest.
Ross, what'd you vote for again?
I voted for Galaxy Quest.
Okay, just checking. I'm voting for Galaxy Quest because Christmas Vacation is overrated.
Oh, get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, hey, Wolf, can I get you anything? Can I refill your eggnog? Can I drive you out in the middle of nowhere and leave you for dead? Like, there's just so many lines. I think Christmas Vacation might be one of the most quotable movies. I could quote that movie from beginning to end. Like, gee, Eddie, I wouldn't be more surprised if I woke up in the morning with my head sewn to the living room rug. There's just so many quotes, the Aunt Bethany stuff, all that.
Shitter was full.
Yeah, right. Shitter was full. The asshole in a bathrobe. Yeah, but and I've been kind of making a tradition now without really like meaning to, but to see Christmas Vacation every Christmas in a theater because they always show it in theaters every year. It's playing somewhere, so I usually see that, and also if they ever show It's a Wonderful Life, I usually try to catch that because they show that a lot in theaters. And Galaxy Quest, I did get a chance to see the Galaxy Quest documentary. I don't know if anyone's ever seen that. It's called Never Surrender, though, because I was working in a movie theater when it happened, and I see all these people come in the theater, and they're dressed like the weird alien, like the Thermians or whatever, and I'm like, what is this? Why are these people dressed so weird? And then someone told me, oh, there's a Galaxy Quest documentary. I'm like, oh, and so I went in and like watched like half of it while I was working, and it had Scott Manson there and people from like Screen Junkies and stuff on it, so that was cool. But I gotta go with Christmas Vacation for because it's like one of my favorite movies. It's in my top 64. Malcolm.
Yeah, I like Christmas Vacation. But I like Galaxy Quest. I like Galaxy Quest more. And this is the movie that introduced me to Sam Rockwell. And Galaxy Quest is just great. So Galaxy Quest.
Yeah, Galaxy Quest probably has the better cast, though. Yeah, but Ashton.
No, for sure has the better cast. Like Ernie Weaver, Alan Rickman, Sam Rockwell, Justin Long.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tony Shalhoub. Yeah, there's a lot.
Lube. Yeah, I mean, it's a better film. It's Galaxy Quest is a better film. It's a better casted film. But Christmas Vacation is the movie that I can't wait to watch every year.
Mhm.
I have probably seen Galaxy Quest twice in my life. Christmas Vacation, I've seen dozens and will continue to watch it. I love Christmas. I love when it comes. I love the smells and tastes and sounds of everything going on. And this movie is right in the heart of all of it. So Christmas Vacation. Not sorry.
All right, close one, but Galaxy Quest.
It's Christmas and we're all in hell. Come on. All right.
Do the Right Thing and The Great Dictator. Oof.
Oh.
Oh man,
I do this for both movies.
yeah, more
Kidding.
two more criterions too that I picked up as well. I love both of these movies unabashedly. The Great Dictator, which Taika Waititi said was a huge inspiration for Jojo Rabbit, and you can see it because it's kind of there's a whole scene where he's playing Hitler and he's like making fun of Hitler by speaking gibberish, and you can see it. And he's making him look like a buffoon. It's really funny, but this was a bold movie to make, especially in 1940. It's the one that got him exiled, but it was, it's a very fantastic movie. That speech at the end is just so timely and so beautiful. Speaking of timely, though, Do the Right Thing is just a masterpiece. It is. It's Spike Lee's masterpiece. I have to say it. It's truly just one of the greatest pieces of cinema that is so relevant, so timely today. So I'm going to do the right thing and vote for Do the Right Thing. So.
All right. Good for you. Austin.
I have that criteria. I still have never seen Do the Right Thing. I'm going to get around to it at some point. But Wolfman, a few months before Great Dictator came out, Three Stooges were making fun of Adolf Hitler before Charlie Chaplin was in You Nazi Spy. So yeah, Mo Howard with the same mustache. But I'll vote for The Great Dictator because I've seen it. So they got to the punch first. My boys, the Stooges, got to it first. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I've not seen Do the Right Thing. Oh, and also I wanted to comment. JP, we're not going 4 hours. We're barely to 3 yet.
Well, I'm trying to keep us under the 4.
We're not even close to 3, actually. For some reason, I thought it said 55. No, we're 25. Okay. But, and has anyone seen, so somebody made a YouTube video where they took Hitler's, like, original speech that he's, like, shouting at like, all of his soldiers, and they translated it into English. And it's kind of wild because part of it sounds like the way that our politicians actually speak today. It's really, like, kind of frightening. It's kind of weird. But so if you ever want to go into like a weird wormhole, you can go find that on YouTube. But The Great Dictator, I've seen it and it's really good. And I like Charlie Chaplin to an extent. I've seen like 3 of his movies, and I've seen this one, and it's really good. So I'll go The Great Dictator. But Malcolm, what do you say?
I think that's a really bad.
Yeah.
I haven't seen either of these movies, but I do want to see Do the Right Thing, so I'm going to Do the Right Thing.
Yeah. Ashton, what do you say?
This wonderful, beautiful animal. You can see him.
Ooh, hey.
This is Spike Lee. Okay.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder what kind of animal that was. I couldn't see. I was like, is that a cat? No, it's a lizard.
This is my
No,
son.
it's a bearded dragon.
This is a bearded dragon. This is my
Oh, it's
son.
a bearded dragon. Oh, nice.
Yeah. And his name is Spike Lee because Do the Right Thing is one of my favorite films of all time. So obviously that is my choice. And you have to all watch it. It's so good.
Yeah.
I know.
And you can catch the iguana courtside at every New York Knicks game, right? Just like Spike Lee. But
What I love though about Do the Right Thing though is that it basically feels like a film play, Jordan, but it's not boring because the setting is one whole city block. So yeah, but Do the Right Thing is great, Jordan. I think you'd really like it, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, like most Spike Lee's movies, we just watched the 25th Hour for one of our shows. That was good. So yeah.
What are you voting for, Ross? Because it was your turn.
We'll do the right thing.
Okay, just make sure. All right, so do the right thing. Moves on. Suspiria and Gladiator, and that's the last one on the side. Then we go to speed round. So let's do it.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Me, I don't like Italian horror, so Gladiator. Jordan.
I've just never seen Suspiria, so
It is not a Jordan movie. You would turn it off halfway through. Yeah.
Probably like most Italian horror doesn't sound like.
I can't even get into
About that.
Italian horror, much less you get into Italian horror. So trust me, if I can get into
Yeah.
it, you would not like it.
And Gladiator rules. Like it makes you like. So I always have to quote my brother Cade after he went to the dentist and he was all hopped up on all kinds of drugs. And mom asked him what he wanted to do afterward. He's like, I want to go home. I want to watch Gladiator. Make me be a better man. So he wanted to do that. And like, I always think about that, and like it makes me want to be a better man. So I'll vote for Gladiator. No. But Malcolm.
Yeah, so I haven't seen the original Spirit. I've seen the remake, but I just really love Gladiator. I think it's great. It's a Gladiator.
Yeah.
But the soundtrack's good for Suspiria. I like that. It's really
No,
cool.
my DVD, my special edition
Oh,
thing
yeah.
came with an actual CD with like the score, and the score's good.
Yeah.
So like by itself, I'll listen to the score, but the movie just bores me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Ash.
But yeah.
Yeah, Suspiria, I actually really like it. Even the remake I liked quite a bit. I think it's really interesting. It's not, it's not something to watch when you're tired, for sure, But
No, it's
Yeah.
kind of actually Italian horror is kind of the perfect shit to watch at like 2 a.m. when you're tired because it's very dreamy. So you could drift in and out and be like, I don't know what's real or what I'm dreaming right now. It's weird.
that's true. I guess it doesn't really matter. Like,
Yeah.
But Gladiator is really cool, so I'll go with Gladiator.
Yeah.
It seems like one of those ones I want to take a couple of edibles and watch and just drift off into some happy place. Yeah. But
as people are getting their eyeballs stabbed out if you're watching Dario Argento or
yeah, and I'll be like, what is happening? I'll be like freaking out. Yeah. but Ross, what do you say?
Oh, I'm gonna go with Gladiator. I haven't seen Suspiria yet. I don't think I've seen any Italian horror yet. So yeah.
Oh man,
Orange.
I'm surprised. You seem well. I don't know how much into horror you are, but you seem like you'd watch those Italian movies.
I'm pretty into horror, yeah. But
Yeah.
But Wolf, what do you say?
Yeah, I just started dabbling into Italian horror. Suspiria, I watched a few years ago. That was my first bit of it. Then I watched like Tenebrae and a few other ones. And yeah, I'm really starting to like Italian horror. Yes, is the acting not the best as Suspiria? Yeah, the acting necessarily doesn't hold up. But it's one of those things where it's not really about that. It's about the experience. And like the experience of it is just kind of otherworldly. I don't know how to describe it. Like the way it makes me feel, like the way the visuals are, arguably the most visually stunning film of all time. Like the actual cinematography of this movie and the way it looks is just absolutely breathtaking. And I just, yeah, it really blew me away the first time I watched it. And yeah, one of the best scores in all of cinema, period. And also, both these movies have the best scores because I also love Gladiator and love Gladiator score as well. And I own it here on 4K, and this one I do own 4K. But yeah, it's a fantastic movie. It is one that is in my top 10 movies of all time. Russell Crowe is great. Joaquin Phoenix is great. I'm a little trepidatious about Gladiator 2 because of how much I love the first Gladiator. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm still looking forward to it. I'm hoping it's good, but it's going to be hard to top that masterpiece. That is the first Gladiator because it's just truly wonderful. So, yeah, I'll say Gladiator, but I do love Suspiria.
Right.
Well, yeah, for Gladiator 2, they kept announcing more and more cast members. I wasn't that intrigued. I'm like, ooh, Pedro Pascal. Oh, Denzel. Ooh, Paul Mescal. Joseph Quinn. I'm like, oh, man, it's getting better and better.
All right. Well, that's it for this. So let's do this, guys.
I feel the need for speed. Ow!
so let's speed this bad boy
Do
up.
it.
Votes only. Quick point of order, Malcolm. Do you need me to write them down and send it to you, or do you want to try to jot them down? That's up to you.
I will jot them down so if you have something to find for the paper then.
All right, give me a second to find some paper so Malcolm can jot them down and then do the because he's already got these graphics, so he can reuse them for the championship.
Yeah.
All right, but we'll get voting and give him a second to write those down. Jordan, Leon, and Pulp Fiction.
Oh yeah, I wasn't here for some of the beginning matches, but I'll go Pulp Fiction.
Okay, Malcolm.
Pulp Fiction.
Okay, Ash.
Leon.
Leon. All right, Ross.
You're on mute.
You're on mute. Ross, hello.
Leon. Sorry, Leon.
Okay. Wolf.
Yeah, I gotta go Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Pulp Fiction as well. All right.
You
Pulp
vote
Fiction.
Leon, you gotta say everyone. You gotta shout it out like Gary Oldman does, right?
Yeah, everyone vote Pulp Fiction. That's
right. All right, Malcolm, you good?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. Black Swan, Singing in the Rain. Malcolm.
Ooh, God.
Singing in the Rain.
Okay. All right, Ash.
Singing in the Rain.
Okay, Ross.
Black Swan.
Okay, Wolf.
Oh, this is a doozy, but I'll say Black Swan.
Okay, I'll say Singing in the Rain. Jordan.
I will also say Singing in the Rain.
All right, Malcolm. Singing in the Rain.
I'm surprised that Jordan likes the Rain. Okay.
Yeah, actually,
it's a good movie. It's a good movie.
It's one of about a dozen musicals that I like. I don't like too many.
Same here. It's in my 10 or 12 that I'll watch. That's totally fine. All right, moving on to Fight Club and The Wizard of Oz. Speaking of another musical I'll watch, Wizard of Oz. Ash.
Wizard of Oz.
Okay. Ross.
Fight Club.
Fight Club. Wolf.
Oh my God! I just realized you're having me pick between my number 2 and my number 3. Oh, they both can't make it to the championship. Oh God. Okay. Shit. Okay, just because I have it higher, Fight Clubs. Oh, this hurts.
All right.
Only said Wizard of Oz for you, Wolf. What's going on?
I don't know. It's hard.
I'll go Fight Club. Jordan.
Yeah, when it's your own list, it gets like even like way more stressful. But I'll go Fight Club.
All right, and Malcolm.
You're breaking the rules. You're talking about a movie you're not supposed to talk about, Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
All right, but it'll be Fight Club, Malcolm. So sorry, Wizard of Oz, which won your original 64. It will not move on. So, all right, not this time. Going down to Alien and Goodfellas. Ross.
Oh, man.
Alien.
Wolf.
Oh, it's a tough one, but I'm going to say Goodfellas.
This one's close, but just because it doesn't pop up a lot, I'll say Alien. Jordan.
Yeah, I'll vote Alien, and I can't wait for the Alien this weekend. So
yeah, we talked about if the Regal app will get their shit together and quit trying to charge me full price for unlimited, and they're glitching out on that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, it's being
good or not. If I try to see it in DC,
I'm glad it wasn't just me. I thought it was just me.
I already emailed. We all need to email customer support and get them to fix that shit. All right, Malcolm.
Alien,
and Ash.
Alien for sure.
Oh, just like an alien, Ash. Anyway,
yeah, right. Yeah.
All right, Alien wins.
We cannot trust Ash. She's the one that's going to betray us all, just like
she's going to turn on all of us. Yeah, try to stuff a magazine down Ripley's throat. That's right.
All
right, Pan's Labyrinth and Cuckoo's Nest. Wolf.
Shoot, this is tough. I'll go Pan's Labyrinth.
Okay, I'll go Cuckoo's Nest. Jordan.
Pan's Labyrinth.
All right, Malcolm.
Cuckoo's Nest.
Cuckoo's Nest. And Ash.
Cuckoo's Nest.
Cuckoo's Nest. Ross.
Cuckoo's Nest.
Okay, we went for the Cuckoo's Nest, Malcolm. So got that one down. All right.
It's a better movie with Cuckoo than the movie
That's
Cuckoo.
right.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. Yeah. We'll see.
It Saturday, and I ran out of time, and I could only see crap.
All right. Texas Chainsaw and Fargo. Me, Texas Chainsaw, Jordan.
Fargo.
Malcolm?
For me to fly from New Zealand to America, it's a far way to go. It's Fargo.
Yeah.
Fargo, Malcolm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ash?
Ashton.
Fargo.
Okay, Ross?
I'm actually going to go with the one that didn't have the TV series that was better, Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah.
All right. And Wolf?
I hope they don't make a TV series of it. I'll go Texas Chainsaw.
All right. So
You
it's
make
a
a
tie.
TV series of it.
It's a tie to Ross.
I'll switch it up and I'll go Fargo
Oh,
Right.
let's go.
Switches.
Yeah.
because I've seen it.
Fargo.
Yeah.
All right, Malcolm. He switched it, so it's Fargo, not Texas Chainsaw. All right. Here we go.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be Fargo anyway. Already.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. It was going to be close, but
There you
Ross
go.
had originally voted for Texas Chainsaw. I thought it was going to
Yeah,
be Chainsaw.
Mhm.
All right. Casablanca and Inception, Jordan.
Inception.
Okay. Malcolm.
Casablanca.
Casablanca. Ash.
Inception.
Inception. Ross.
Inception.
Inception. Wolf.
See, I'm almost worried because Dan might actually literally murder us if Casablanca isn't in the championship. He might actually track us down and kill us. Like, I don't know. Because you know how Dan is with Casablanca.
What's fine? He doesn't have a car.
Because I was also gonna say Inception, and yeah, but
It's fine.
Dan
I'll say Inception. He was on Chris's episode where Casablanca won. He'll get over it.
Yeah.
It's fine. He was part of that celebration for that night, and I helped him win that night, so it's fine. All right. Inception wins. Okay. All right. And let's go 500 Days of Summer and Mad Max.
Oh no.
All right. Malcolm.
Oh.
One of these movies isn't overpraised. 500 Days of Summer.
Okay.
Sorry, Jordan. 500 Days of Summer.
But just think of what it did for the action genre, you know? Just think about
I
that.
wasn't here for either one of these coming up, and I will say I love Furiosa. I love the original Mad Max. Did not like Mad Max Fury Road. I thought it was total trash. Other than visually, total.
We could be friends.
I'm sorry.
Dang.
So 500 Days of Summer. All right. Okay, Russ.
Okay, thanks to Wolf. Mad Max Fury Road.
Okay. Wolf.
What a day! What a lovely day! Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
By the way, Jordan, I have to remind you at the end of this episode, I have a Mad Max related thing we need to talk about for our giveaway. So.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we talked about. So stick around for one of our
that. I've got this poster right behind me.
Yeah, one of our giveaway. We got a giveaway prize we're gonna talk about. So.
Oh yeah, too. Hey, Jordan, show them the cool steelbook I sent you for Furiosa.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a steelbook out. If I can pull it up, you guys can keep talking, and I'll throw it up.
All right, but Jordan, you got to vote on this one first.
Oh, it's my turn. Yeah, I'll go Mad Max, but I wouldn't be mad the other way.
Okay, I think it's a tie, or is it Mad Max? Hold on, I lost track somewhere. Okay, Malcolm voted for 500 Days. Ash voted for 500 Days. Ross, what'd you vote for?
Mad
Max.
Mad Max.
I said It's a Lovely Day, which was Mad Max.
Okay, and then I voted for Mad Max, and Jordan voted for Mad
So
Max.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then,
so, all right,
so there's a steelbook out that looks like that. That's what Ross sent me. So
I need to get that.
Yeah.
I need it.
All right, going to the other side. Malcolm, did you get everything on this side? You good?
Yeah.
Okay, just saying.
Nice.
All right, jump to the other side. We got Last Crusade and Blade Runner 2049. Ash.
I'll go with Crusade.
Yeah.
All right.
Ross.
Oh, Blade Runner. Blade Runner.
Yeah. Wolf.
I'm gonna go Blade Runner 2049.
Austin.
Last Crusade. Jordan.
Hey, he had no ticket, right? Yeah, that's like one of the only few quotes I know from Indy in that movie. And I'll vote for Last Crusade.
Okay. Malcolm.
Last Crusade.
Okay,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to do this, but I was confused about Blade Runner, and I just watched this for the first time like 2 weeks ago, and I loved it, and I totally would have chosen Blade Runner 2049. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
So that's
That's
kind of
fine.
my whole thing, but
Well,
yeah, get
Was
far.
it a tie now?
No, because it would still be 4-2 for Last Crusade, even if she wrote
Okay.
play.
Who
Yeah.
else? I think more people did Blade Runner.
I think only one other person did Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Who voted Blade Runner?
I did. I voted for it.
I voted Blade Runner, so it was 2.
It was me, Wolf, and Ross, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think people are switching their votes, but all right.
No.
Sure.
I swear, I'm really not a big Indiana Jones fan, and I wasn't like, I totally forgot that I had just watched this movie with my husband, and we like absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
I like
Play
feel.
back the tape. Play back the tape.
I know.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to play by the plate. I think somebody else
I'm
switching
okay
the
to
votes.
stay with Indiana Jones. I totally am.
No, it's fine.
I'm fine
No,
to
it's
stay
fine.
with that as my vote. I just like
No, if
from
you
my
want to vote
heart.
for it, it's fine. But that makes it a tie. Then it goes up to Wolf.
You just don't think you're the only one switching.
Well, then I will.
I think somebody else switched their vote in there because I could have sworn I wrote down Last Crusade like 4 times. So yeah, and somebody switching their votes. But
That's fine.
If it's a tie, then I'm gonna say Blade Runner 2049.
Okay, y'all are screwing my thing up here. All right, there you go. All right, y'all vote switchers.
Right.
Vote switchers for Malcolm too. He's having to scratch stuff out. Y'all are switching votes.
Sorry.
Decide what you want to vote for when I go to you. Damn it! All right. Memories of Murder and Green Mile. Ross.
Oh, Green Mile because I've seen it.
Okay. Wolf.
I'm gonna say Green Mile, but it's close.
Memories of Murder. Jordan.
Memories of Murder by like 20 Green Miles. That's way better. Malcolm.
I've seen Green Mile, which is why I'm voting Memories of Murder.
Yes, we're on the same page on that one. Ashton.
It sucks. I feel like I probably would like Memories of Murder more, but I've seen Green Mile, so Green Mile.
All right. And
it's
then
Green Mile.
What did Malcolm vote for?
I
Who
voted
for
for
Memories
Memories
of
of
Murder?
Murder.
Yeah.
So it's a tie.
Oh, it's a tie. Okay.
Up
Yeah.
to you now.
To me, so that I can watch it next week. Memories of Murder.
Yeah.
Right.
You would love it.
I know. Well, I have the
think you would.
I have the criterion, so now that it's going to the championship, I got till next Tuesday to watch it. So there you go. All right, so I'll watch
I think everyone on this panel except Malcolm would love it.
So Memories of Murder, Psycho, and T2. Wolf.
I will say, oh gosh, that's tough. T2. That's one of the hardest ones.
Austin.
Just because we don't see it a lot, I'll go Psycho.
Yeah. Just because James Cameron told people to go back into their basement or whatever, then I'm gonna vote Psycho. Malcolm.
Psycho.
Okay.
Ashton.
Psycho.
Psycho. Ross.
Ashton and I just saw the Psycho House on the Universal Tour, so Psycho.
Oh, nice.
Psycho will take
Hey,
that.
nice.
Pull the upset. All right. Godfather Part 2 and 7. Me, just because it doesn't seem to get very far a lot, I'll say 7. Jordan.
Yeah. What's in the box? 7.
Okay.
Oh, Malcolm.
What's in the box? A dead horse, Godfather Part 2.
Yeah. The dead horse was in someone's bed sheets or something, right?
That was in the first one, you guys. Actually. But anyways.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with The Godfather Part 2.
Okay. Russ
7.
and Wolf.
Oh, so Godfather Part 2 is technically the better made movie, but I think more personally, I have to go 7 here.
Okay. All right. 7.
I'm still waiting for the sequel called 8. That's a good.
Mhm.
It's got to be coming soon, right?
Yeah. So we got the Shyamalan match, Signs and Unbreakable.
Ooh,
Jordan.
nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, I gotta go Unbreakable. That's my number 1. Where Signs is probably like my number 4, maybe or something. So,
Okay.
yeah. Malcolm.
I'm gonna go Signs.
Signs.
Ashton.
Unbreakable.
Okay. Ross.
Unbreakable.
Wolf.
Yeah, we had a Milos Forman match. Now I have a Shyamalan match. I'll go with my favorite Shyamalan, which is Signs.
All right. And I have Signs, Glass, and Split higher than Unbreakable. So I'll go Signs. Yep, in my ranking. So it's a tie to me, and I'll go with Signs.
Ooh.
No, it's a tie to Jordan because remember you voted Memories of Murder.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did. My bad.
Right.
So Jordan.
And it's gonna be Unbreakable.
All right.
Let's go.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I do think
All
M.
right.
Night Shyamalan and Milos Forman should team up and do like a trippy period piece movie.
It can't. Jordan, that'll be a little hard.
Oh, is he
Milos
dead?
Forman passed away.
Yeah, Milos Forman died in 2018.
Well, he can he can team up with Yorgos Lanthimos. Then how about that one?
Malcolm, we got Toy Story 3 and The Thing.
I like Toy Story 3, but I'm gonna go The Thing.
All right. Ross or Ashton, excuse me. What's that?
The Thing.
The Thing. Okay. Ross.
The Thing.
Wolf.
Yeah, I missed them, but I own both those movies too.
Nice.
Yeah, The Thing is what I'm going to be voting for. It's my favorite horror movie and has the best score in horror too. I love the score. So
Yeah.
The Thing.
Austin. Yeah, and I'll vote Toy Story 3. So I think it's the best of the series.
All right, going to Fellowship of the Ring and Galaxy Quest. Ash.
Fellowship of the Ring.
Okay. Ross.
Fellowship of the Ring.
Wolf.
Yeah, every time I have to do this to you, Galaxy Quest, I'll go with Fellowship of the Ring.
Galaxy Quest.
Only one of these movies has like wizards and hobbits smoking weed out of like weird pipes, so I gotta go Fellowship. Malcolm.
I'm gonna go Galaxy Quest.
Wow, against his own doppelganger. All right, but
Wolf cheated for up the list. I'll just say
that's one of the bones you had to pick with me. I knew.
Did you do like some shit where you're like the Lord of the Rings trilogy?
Yes.
Yeah, but I told
fuck off, Wolf.
Because
there's 3 separate movies.
No, but they are like a big epic for me.
And
They're released separately.
No.
We did the same thing with Kill Bill, so
yeah.
Kill Bill is different. He actually meant for that to be one movie. Technically,
We'll get round to that when we get to part 2, but that is one I'll make an exception. I do wish that Town 2 would release that cut. So
yeah.
Well, Malcolm, when you directed Lord of the Rings, the one single movie, did you mean it to be 1 movie or 3?
3 movies, of course.
See?
Yeah, of course. See? Look, when the Kill Bill Whole Bloody Affair comes out and it's one long movie on one disc, then I'll count that as one movie.
It actually is. There are bootleg Blu-rays.
I'm talking about an official release. Stop that. Stop. Okay. All right. Knock it off. Do the Right Thing and Gladiator. Ross.
Do the Right Thing.
Okay. Wolf.
Gladiator.
Gladiator. Jordan.
Gotta do the right thing and vote for Gladiator. So vote Gladiator. Malcolm.
Gladiator.
And Ash.
Do the Right Thing.
Oh, sorry. It's going to be Gladiator. All right. All right, Malcolm, you got everything you need.
Yeah, almost forgot to write down Fellowship is.
Yeah.
Oh, write down whatever you got to write down. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
always.
All right. Thing Unbreakable.
If you pick the entire trilogy, that means Malcolm gets to pick whatever one from the trilogy he wants to put.
Yeah, I told him that too. I said pick whichever one you want to kind of represent the trilogy. But
That's why I put my least favorite there. It's easier to vote against.
Oh, I see.
All right. All right. So we have the 16 that will be on Tuesday. So now it's just to see which one wins part one and which one maybe Wolf might have to rewatch at some point. So out of the three, you got to rewatch all three that win.
Yeah, right.
All right. So it's not just 64. So you got to watch all these movies. All right. Pulp Fiction, Singing in the Rain, Wolf.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction, Jordan.
Yep, Pulp Fiction. Malcolm.
Singing in the Rain.
All right. Ash.
Ash.
Singing in the Rain.
Okay. And Ross.
Ross.
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. Oh, not quite.
Almost was a tie, but
Almost.
Coming down with vengeance on that one.
All right. Alien and Fight Club. Me. I like both of them a lot, but I'll go Fight Club. Jordan.
Yeah, I'm a Fincher guy, so I gotta go Fight Club.
Okay.
Malcolm.
I'm gonna go Alien.
Yep. Ash.
Alien for sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Ross.
Alien.
All right. And Wolf.
oh man, this is tough. But I'm gonna go Fight Club.
Okay. We have a tie, and I think we're back down to Malcolm.
Alien.
Oh,
Alien.
made me get rid of Wizard of Oz for no reason.
Oh.
Wait,
no. What a waste.
Dang.
Well, your top fives are getting knocked out. We're gonna have something new.
No
All
place.
right. Cuckoo's Nest and Fargo. Jordan.
Fargo.
There you go. Malcolm.
Fargo.
Okay. Ash.
Cuckoo's Nest.
Cuckoo's Nest. Russ.
Cuckoo's Nest.
Okay. And Wolf.
Cuckoo's Nest.
And I'll also go Cuckoo's Nest. So, all right. For the Cuckoo's Nest. And then we got Inception and Fury Road. Malcolm.
Inception.
Inception. Ash.
Inception.
Inception. Russ.
Inception.
Inception. Wolf.
Yeah, Inception.
This one's like neck and neck. This time I'll go Inception. Jordan.
Fury Road, guys. Come on.
Sorry. Inception. It's close. All right. Jumping to the other side, we have Blade Runner 2049 and Memories of Murder. Ash.
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. Ross.
Blade Runner.
Okay. All right. Wolf.
Blade Runner.
Y'all go Blade Runner, but now that Memories of Murder, Wolf is in the championship, I'll have time to watch it. So I'll check it out before then.
Nice.
But I'll go Blade Runner. Jordan.
Yeah, you guys need to see Memories of Murder. That movie is a masterpiece.
I just said I'll watch it before
Take a
Tuesday.
shot.
Jeez,
Yeah.
get off my case. God damn, I own it already. I have it over there.
Yeah.
I'll watch
Well,
it.
some other people need to watch it too. Yeah. So Memories of Murder. Yeah.
Okay, get there.
Actually, it's Blade Runner 2049, not the first Blade Runner. So it's Blade Runner 2049.
Yes.
Mm.
Well, that's just a given. I don't like the
if this
original
was
Blade
seen or
Runner.
heard, if this was seen or heard, we would all have lost except for Malcolm right now. Just want to say that.
But it's not.
This was the mistake I made because I'm on this tiny little thing I can see, and I thought we were just talking Blade Runner, and I didn't connect 2049. And I
Oh,
missed
that's
it
why.
because of that.
Yeah,
So let's
yeah.
Okay. I see what the confusion was at. No.
Psycho and Seven. Excuse me, Ross.
Psycho.
Okay. Wolf.
Oh,
Which
yeah,
movie is more psycho?
Psycho.
Austin.
It's close. Psycho. Jordan.
Yeah, you picked a lot of directors that are in my top 10 of all time because Alfred Hitchcock is also so Psycho.
Yeah.
Malcolm.
I'm going to slightly go Psycho.
Okay. And Nash.
Ashton.
Psycho.
Psycho, clean sweep over 7. Okay.
Psycho.
All right. Unbreakable and The Thing. Wolf.
Oh,
I'll go The Thing.
I'll go The Thing. Jordan.
Yeah, I'll go The Thing. And John Carpenter, another maybe in my top 10. Yeah.
Malcolm.
The Thing.
Thing. Ash.
Nothing.
Thing and Russ.
The Thing.
Okay, clean sweep. Going down to Lord of the Rings and Gladiator. Me, because it's one movie, Gladiator. Jordan.
Yeah, I can't do it. Like all 3 Lord of the Rings movies are in my top 20 movies of all time.
But he
so,
cheated.
Fellowship.
So vote Gladiator.
There's such thing as a tie. They can be tied for the first
Nope.
spot.
You can rank them. I've ranked plenty of franchises. Stop that. All right, enough of that.
I'll still vote.
They rank at the Oscars, and the Oscars still have ties sometimes on occasions. So there's that.
Well, Malcolm.
All right.
I mean, I don't know if they're all tied, but they're still three different movies. Gladiator.
Well, the Academy ranked Return of the King way higher than the other 2. I'm pretty sure. But I'm Ashton.
Yeah, I think I can see what you guys are saying, but for me, any of them up against Gladiator, and it's Lord of the Rings, any of them.
Yeah,
for sure. So I'll just say that.
Yep. Ross.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh, God.
No, it's Fellowship of the Ring.
All you have to do
right.
is know what to do with the time that is given to you, and that time is Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
But which one?
All of them.
That time is Fellowship of the Ring.
Look, if they ever release a 9-hour cut when they put all
when they put them all in one movie in one cut, then you could say that. Yeah.
That might be the only 9-hour movie I'd ever watch.
Have we all not done it? I mean,
yeah, right.
I literally
have done
sat
it.
there and watched them all in one
order.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced anybody's done it because you get halfway through the extended of 2 towers and you give up for the day.
Yeah.
As you realize.
Well, when I did it with my friends, we
didn't give up.
It was like 1 a.m. during the middle of 2 towers, and we're like, "You want to finish this tomorrow?" We still did it, but
that's what always happens.
Yeah.
And we'll finish it tomorrow, and then you never do. All right, Jordan, Pulp Fiction.
We actually did. Wait, Pulp Fiction. What's the other one?
Alien.
Oh, Alien. Oh, both in my 64. Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
Malcolm.
Just because I think Pulp Fiction's funner to him than Alien.
Yeah.
Alien.
Ashton. Yep.
Alien.
Ross.
Oh, Alien.
Okay.
Wolf.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction has won a tournament, and since it's already in the championship, we can vote for any reason. So I'll say Alien.
No,
you're gonna laugh when you find out Aliens won a tournament.
I'm not gonna tell anybody. It may or may not have. I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah. All right. If it wins, Cuckoo's Nest and Inception. Malcolm.
Inception.
Inception.
Ashton.
No, I'm Cuckoo's Nest.
Cuckoo's Nest. Ross.
Cuckoo's Nest.
Okay.
Wolf.
I know Cuckoo's Nest hasn't won a tournament, so I'll say Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah.
Just to make my vote for the next round easier, I'll say Cuckoo's Nest. Jordan.
And I'll also say One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Okay, Cuckoo's Nest. Other side, we got Psycho and Blade Runner 2049. Ash.
I'm gonna go with Psycho.
Psycho. All right, Russ.
Psycho.
Wolf.
Oh shoot, this is hard. Blade Runner.
Okay. Psycho. Jordan.
She's a psycho hose beast. Psycho. If you get the reference, then you know. Malcolm.
Psycho.
Okay, Psycho. All right. Going to The Thing and Some Lord of the Rings movie, vaguely. Ross?
Lord. I mean,
Okay,
sorry.
Lord of the
Fellowship.
Rings.
Just say.
Wolf?
Lord of the Rings. That's my heart.
The Thing, because it's a singular movie. Jordan?
Fellowship of the Ring.
We're not voting on trilogies. That'd be a separate tournament fight.
Yeah. Well, neither am I. I'm voting for Fellowship.
The Thing.
And Ash.
Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Final four. We got Left Side, Alien, and Cuckoo's Nest. Wolf.
Wow.
Oh, I'm gonna say Cuckoo's Nest.
Okay. Alien. Jordan.
Yeah, it's a nice little final four. Two horror and a fantasy and a sci-fi. I'll go Alien. Malcolm.
Alien.
Okay.
Yep. Ashton.
Alien.
Alien and Ross.
Alien.
Alien into the finals.
Right.
All right. Psycho and Lord of the Rings. Going up to me. Psycho.
Fellowship of the Ring. Malcolm.
Psycho.
Ashton.
Two Towers.
Nope.
Hey, it counts.
That one's not here.
Fellowship. Fellowship. I can never vote for anything Lord of the Rings. Fellowship. We're good.
I don't
Yeah.
support cheaters. Ross.
Ross.
Fellowship.
Yeah. Wolf.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Jonathan Carroll. I know Fellowship is close to my heart, but it's already in the championship, so I will say a horror matchup. I'll say Psycho. Let's do an interesting. Let's change.
Well, I don't know if we're going to do that yet because we have to go to Ash for a tiebreaker.
I literally just said I'll never vote against Lord of the Rings, and I'm over here thinking we already have what's in the championship already.
Alien.
No, I mean, is there another like Lord of the Rings? Like, don't you guys have something? You guys keep saying like, oh, we already have a Lord of the Rings in the championship.
This is part one.
Oh yeah, so we were just saying that there's a Lord of the Rings movie that has won a tournament fights before, because when we get to like is it like 128 unique winners, we'll do a 3-part series.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I'm like, I get Wolf's like reason for wanting to do Psycho if there's already a Lord of the Rings. I'll do Psycho.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we will get a horror match, just like Caro said. So yeah, a one-word title horror match. So yes, Alien and Psycho, two of the greats, one-word titles. So zoom in just a tad so you can see. But Alien and Psycho in the finals here. All right, starting with Jordan.
Well, if Alien wins, if you can watch that, and we'll all go see Alien and Romulus. You can see that one too, though. But yeah, I'll vote Alien. Malcolm.
Alien.
Ashton.
Emphatically Alien.
Okay. Ross.
Alien.
Wolf.
I also did it because I don't know if I have like 3.5 hours on my hand to watch Fellowship. So I'm gonna say, Alien, because it's Alien Rom this month.
Yeah, and Alien Romulus apparently takes place between Alien and Aliens. So yeah, good week celebrated. So let's put Alien.
Oh, it does. It takes place then. Okay.
Yeah, it takes place in between the two, timeline wise.
Nice.
And to answer your guys' question, Alien has never won a tournament. This is its first time. So Aliens has won several times actually. Aliens has won twice, but the original Alien has come close, but never crossed the finish line until now. So there you go. So it has now officially.
Has Psycho ever won a tournament?
Psycho has never won a tournament either. It's come close as well, and it's never won.
Yeah.
So there you go. So we'll see.
What's fine?
But it still has a chance. Psycho could win the championship. I know.
Yeah, no, it's got another shot. But there you go. So Alien takes it. There you go.
Well, it's fine because that's the hottest Sigourney Weaver's ever looked. Alien.
I don't know. I think she almost looks better in Galaxy Quest, me personally, but and 20 years later, it's kind of weird. Like she looks better in Galaxy Quest. Just to me.
She got a boob. That's some kind of boob job in that.
Well, she's wearing fake boobs in that movie.
Okay, that's
Yes.
why. Okay, I was
Yeah.
gonna say. But yeah, this was fun, guys. To kind of celebrate Michael Wolfman's favorite movies, and we'll be back here again Wednesday. I won't be here because I'm going to be out of town, but most of the rest of you guys will. We'll probably have Dan come in and see.
You're gonna stick me to do it by myself and rein in Wolf and Dan. Oh man,
yeah.
I might have to use some harsh tactics on these guys and keep them in check. So
prepare for at least an hour longer. Than
I mean, you might just have to make them believe, Austin.
We'll have to. All we'll have to say tell Dan is that that Casablanca is in the championship. Then he'll go on like a whole hour ranting.
Well, okay. Just remember, like Austin puts in a lot of work, and he works hard at like 5 a.m. and he's got to be up. So
do not go long. So just we can have fun, but. Yeah, keep it in check, guys. And I'm gonna run you that. So there you go.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll just do some plugs and that'll do it. And we can probably go to Malcolm. I don't know if you got to head out soon, so we'll go to you first, anyways. But
I mean, I would have been first anyway because I was at the bottom of that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you would have been first anyway. So what do you have going on, Malcolm?
But anyway, funny enough, the winner of this works into my plugs because I host Ranking on Take 3 Productions, and next week we're ranking the Alien franchise movies.
And I would have said yes, Malcolm, but I'm going to see The Room with Greg Sestero doing commentary that night, and I already have that. So I would be on
Ranking.
Ranking.
I could have Austin on that one, but
well, no, but I might be doing it on another channel. I'll get to that.
Okay.
So,
yeah. You know, like as soon as when I knew Austin was going to be the first because I was going to be asked, but yeah,
I know. Trust me, I would have Malcolm, because I love the Alien. I mean, you know what my number one's going to be anyway, so whatever.
Well, yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah. But you know, you can find me on my personal YouTube channel, Middle Earth Media, as I host my show. Speed for the Past. We're doing it tomorrow, just because I knew I was going to be busy with other stuff today. And we're going to be talking about, me and Richie are going to be talking about TLC from 2018.
Oh, nice.
And you can also find me popping up here and there. I think I'm on part 2 as well. I'm not too sure if I am or
not. I don't think so, just because we got to spread the wealth.
I as I said, I can't remember if you put me on that or not. I'm pretty sure I'm a backup at some.
Yeah. You'll be like the first backup if someone drops out. So yeah, but yeah. Well, Ashton, where can we find you if you're online or if you're doing anything? Where can we find you? Yeah, I don't know if you do anything. I don't know.
I'm not. I just join these every now and then because I love these guys. And I just want to say thank you so much for having me, Wolfman. You're awesome. I love these movies, and Jordan, obviously, too, and all the work you do on Austin, Ross, and Malcolm. Nice to meet you, Malcolm, and thanks so much for having me. I look forward to the next one.
Yeah, it's like a team effort. Like I did the thumbnail, the Austin pretty much hosts everything and runs the stream. Malcolm makes the brackets, so we all kind of tag team it. But yeah, but Ross, where can we find you?
Actually, you can find me on the channel Meg Movies E and watch our video we did last night. We did a 2.5-hour video where we talked about Rob Williams' whole career because yesterday was the 10th anniversary of his death.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's been 10 years. Oh, a legend, man.
And I spent 5 minutes talking about how I don't know if I like the movie Toys or not because it's that weird.
I don't like it, but that's me. I can say that
I don't know if I like it. And I don't know if I don't like it either. I don't know.
Yeah, but cool. Wolf, where can we find you?
You can find me on Mega Movies, my YouTube channel. I'll be reviewing Alien Romulus for you guys soon, and then also this weekend or this month. I mean, Austin and I agreed that we were going to do Alien Resurrection this month for our drinking game, so you guys can look out for that. That'll be fun, and then we and there's also other like Wizard of Oz. Actually, speaking of, actually has an anniversary coming up. So I'll be doing a watch along of that, and some other kind of watch parties here soon. And of course, this is actually perfect, honestly, that Alien one, because I am going to be watching all the Alien films again, and then doing a ranking of all the Alien films alongside Alien Romulus for you guys. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And
Cool.
Thank you for having me. Thank you guys for this. This is a lot of fun, and looking forward to part 2.
Yeah, totally. And yeah, it's been a good month. A good back-to-back month for me and Austin, because I got to spend a month talking about my 2 favorite characters, Wolverine and Deadpool, and then Austin gets to talk all kinds of alien stuff this month. So yeah, it'll be fun. But what do you have going on, Austin?
Yeah, no, yeah. Speaking of, so I will be ranking the Alien franchise with JPO. We'll be doing a little countdown, probably on Friday night, is what we're talking about, kind of behind the scenes during this episode. So I will be doing it over on another channel over on the Pierce Coast, so you can check that out. And yeah, Jordan, you and I are scheduled next Monday night to record with Moose and JT, their extra movie butter podcast, and talk about Alien Romulus. So when that comes out, it's kind of a new release thing. So we'll be doing that. So yeah, it'll be a whole week of Alien stuff. And then we got Lonely Marks on Thursday night. We'll be doing an episode of Rankum that Malcolm allows us to do a little wrestling rankums every now and then. So we'll be ranking single superstars of the 2000s. Thursday night, so you can check us out there. And if you'd like, Jordan, real quick, to tie into what you're going to talk about, so officially say, because of an error on my part, I accidentally ordered Furiosa twice on Blu-ray. I forgot I had pre-ordered it from Walmart like 3 months ago. So Steelbook, and I ordered it again because I was a dummy and it hadn't showed up, and they both showed up within 2 days of each other. But what we're gonna do, because my mistake is one of y'all's gain as a subscriber. So with our 300th subscriber giveaway, as Jordan and I have been talking about, I have an extra copy of the 4K Steelbook of Furiosa. So we were giving that away. It's still factory sealed. I have not opened it yet. So so I will give you that extra copy. So whatever name Jordan pulls, you will get this 4K. It comes with the actual 4K disc, a Blu-ray disc, and a digital copy. So that's a good value. These are going for about $40 right now. So that, and we'll throw in another Funko or something like that, and that'll be our kind of giveaway prize. So there you go. Yeah,
I want to see. I don't know if I can do it without logging off of here. I was going to try to. I think it'll be too hard. I was going to try to do the winner live here, but I think that might be a little tricky because I'm not on my main computer. If I was on that computer, I could do it. My main computer is kind of the graphics card decided to crap out, and so it's not really functioning right. I was going to look at our subscribers and randomly select someone, but just stay tuned. Maybe I'll tell Austin for Wednesday, and I'll pick someone, and he can announce it or something like that. So yeah, and I've been trying to keep my announcement of what's going on a little shorter because we're doing a lot of stuff here. Because speaking of countdown, me and JPO, we just did a countdown of the best movies of 2012. So after 60-some episodes, I finally got in for the first time on countdown. But so yeah, you can go check that out. We did it. We did it Sunday is when we did it. Yeah. So yesterday. Yeah. But and then you can follow us on all the social medias at Movie Hero 2121 and Jordan 83616. That's all down in the description below. And then you can find us over on the Movie Hero Network group on Facebook, which I did post a couple polls because for one, we have a new show on the channel that's just like, it's not really like on any kind of schedule or anything. It's just whenever we have time to do it. But we have a new show called Tier Ranker Solo. So I did a Tier Ranker Solo episode, and I ranked the best comedy podcast of all time. That's one of the things I do in my spare time. I watch like every comedy podcast out there. But it's a bit of like a fun thing to do, but also a little bit of a fail because it was meant to be short content, and I went almost 3 hours because I ranked 102 comedy podcasts. I decided to kind of go big. So hopefully in the future we'll have smaller lists than that. I just went big for the first episode. So if you're ever interested to know what what comedy podcast you should check out, go take a look at that list that I came up with the top 12. And you can also go vote if you just want to see the list in the Movie Hero Network group. There's a poll, and you can vote on what you think of my top 12. And I did 5 honorable mentions just because I had 102 things on the list, so I went a little bigger. But and then also we did a TV tier ranker also. That was last Friday, and there's a poll in the Movie Hero Network group for that, and you can go vote on what you think of our picks for the best TV shows from 2015 to 2017. That's the years that we covered. We had to break it up because there's so much TV out there. But and then we do have a Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/moviehero, and we're doing a lot of trivia, which over there we have the Scene and Heard music trivia. So if you ever want to do trivia where you can actually be able to listen to music scores and music from TV shows, you can do that over there because it is copyright free over on Patreon. That's why we have to have it over there. And then we also are in the middle of the Seen and Heard movie trivia tournament. So we got I've got a couple matches coming up for that. And then we're going to be doing an exhibition match. If anyone's interested, we'll be doing the best summer movies. So it'll just be movies where it's hot outside or take place in the summertime, that kind of stuff. So it'll be all clips from those, and you just have to guess the movie from the clip. And then I'm also doing one extra one because this past weekend it was JPO's birthday. And then we have another friend of the show, Richie Goodacre. They decided for their birthday what they wanted to do, because usually when it comes time for someone's birthday, I'll let them choose what kind of episode they want to do it, and then I'll put it together and do what episode of any topic, anything you want to do, and so they want to do an extra Seen and Heard trivia. So they're going to combine, because those take quite a while to put together. It'll take me about a week and a half to put it together. So they're just going to pick 2 competitors each that they want to compete against, and then we're going to do a little trivia match in about a week and a half or so, and then just what we have coming up for tournament fights and tier ranker. I'm only going to just announce just a little bit, maybe the next like 2 weeks or so, because if you want to see the full schedule, you can see up to 4 months over on the Movie Hero Network. The schedule is also over there too, if you want to sign up for episodes. And then if you sign up for the Patreon, you can also get. I did everyone a solid because I hadn't posted for a while. I have the schedule up all the way until February of next year. That's up there, so you can get a super extended look there if you want to get first dibs on signing up for episodes before they fill up. So that's over there, and you can do it for just the $1 tier. It only costs you $1 to do it. But some things we have coming up. We have a bunch of Patreon music episodes that I'd like to do that we don't have any dates set, but when we get enough people, we'll just find a date that works for everyone. But some of the music ones that we want to do our favorite movie scores of all time, and all these will be able to actually play the music on the Patreon. We have the best TV show theme songs of all time. We have an Elton John versus Queen songs tournament. We have a Battle of the Kings of Pop, which will be Michael Jackson versus Justin Timberlake / NSYNC versus Bruno Mars versus Backstreet Boys and Maroon 5. Those are the ones we decided for that tournament. And then we also have a Beatles versus Rolling Stones versus Elvis tournament. And those are all the music ones. If you'd like to sign up for those, just let me know. You can DM me about it. And then we have over the next week, of course, on Wednesday, we have Wolfman's Part 2 of his 128. We're not going to have an episode Friday because me and Wolfman, we're going to meet up in a person, but for the time being, I'm going to be out of town, and Wolfman's saving his money to meet up with us in FanX in September. So we're looking forward to that with me and Ross and Ashton. But yeah, it'll be awesome. And then, so we'll be doing his championship episode next Tuesday. So, and that way I'll be back. I can be on that one and see what you guys pick for the second half of the championship. And then that Friday we'll be doing Chad Webb's Top 64. That was a very popular episode. People filled up fast for that. I got about 5 backup people for that one. And then we'll be getting into our best movies of 2001 ladder series. So that'll be the next thing coming up. So that's pretty much what we have going on. So yeah, but I think that's going to do it for us tonight. So this was fun, and then yeah, most of these people that you see here will be back at it again Wednesday. So we'll call it good there. So for Malcolm Lay, for Ashton McKee, for Ross Bristow, for Michael Wolfman Wyndham, for Austin Pez Howell, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we'll see you next time.
Oh,